try to play it myself. What's up, people? It's your boy, MM2K. We're back again with another episode of In a Row Mic Check. I am here with Cold Blood. Sensei Cold Blood, how you doing today, good brother?
I don't know. Not very hype.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Well, you know you're going to get an interesting show today because Cold Blood is not hyped. He's in a mood, and we got some things to address here today. But as everybody's coming in, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, please. We want to talk about this summer showcase, right? And everything that was going on with the summer showcase. We're going to be talking about games and things like that, and then addressing different things that are happening in the gaming community. Be it cold while I was trying to set up. Sorry guys for the late start. What had happened was I was trying to review some games today, 3 of them in particular. And it just didn't work out. I was trying to review Flintlock. I was trying to review Once Human, and then I was trying to review Division Year 6, right? So I started with Once Human, and Once Human was supposed to have this way that you could backdoor a controller use, because it doesn't support controller off the bat. And I do have a Steam controller when they heavily discounted the damn thing, and I love my Steam controller. I just prefer my PlayStation 5 controller. When they heavily discounted the Steam controller and they was selling them for $10, I got like 4 of those motherfuckers. I was giving them away for Christmas gifts and shit, right? Sending my brother one, all that stuff. Anywho, so I was like, well, let me go and see if I could just put my Steam controller in, and it worked, right? And it didn't work. So I'm like, well, holy fuck, what is going on here? So then I go in and I was like, well, let me look on YouTube and see what I can find on YouTube. And lo and behold, every YouTube video that I tried to look for on YouTube told me to do some things and look for executable files that didn't exist. So I just did some additional research, and I found out that NetEase, I believe the Chinese company that runs that game, to try to like eliminate cheaters, I guess they just don't want people playing with control anyway. So they just use this heavy-handed way where they 1000% block your ability to use a controller. The way my office is set up, y'all, I can't play with keyboard and mouse. Like everything is like knit tight because I got my mic protruding out. It's just weird. I can't play, in recorded as well. So that was out of the picture, but that's like 3 hours later after researching and trying to do all this different shit. So then that left me with like 45 minutes to play Division 2, because I just said I'll do Flintlock at another time. And when I played Division 2 Year 6, all this shit started popping up. Yeah, this was going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this has changed, and that's changed. I'm like, okay, all right, let's run a video. Let's see how all this stuff plays. I bullshit you not. The first 20 minutes I spent looking for a freaking computer that they don't tell you about. They purposely have you running around and playing hide and go seek with a computer. Literally. You're getting colder, you're getting warmer as you're running around the base of operations. So I wasted 20 minutes. I'm like, look, I only got 45 minutes before we go live. And then and then they send you on a mission before you even get to the content, mind you. They send you on a a control mission. The control missions, they could be at least 30, 45 minutes. And this one was tough as nails. But here's what I did notice. I did notice that the gameplay was a lot more crisp as far as responsiveness was for me. A lot more tougher. Like they do this thing where they like nerf shit and then make you OP, and I think they found a good balance, and stuff was definitely tougher. So I enjoyed my time, but I only had 25 minutes with it. I couldn't even finish the control because we had to go do the show. So that was my morning, y'all, or that was my day, trying to go and do the do some gameplay reveals and stuff like that, and my first looks. we'll try to get to it tomorrow. But Cold Blood, were you able to do any gaming over the morning or anything? Uh-oh. Yeah, we lost Cold Blood for a second. Yeah. So that was my morning. Not the most productive. Geek, we got Geek to Sneak in the house. What's going on, Geek? Good to see you, good brother, as always. He says, hey, yo. He says, download.
You almost made me fall asleep from the Division talk.
Whatever. You can hate all you want. Now, what were you saying? Did you get to play anything today or yesterday?
Well, played Flintlock.
Oh, you did? What were your thoughts on Flintlock?
And that game needs at least another 6 months in the oven.
Shit. Uh-oh.
This game is not optimized for PC whatsoever. Like, that shit is stuttering. Game looks fucking mid, to be honest with you. The combat is hella mid. Yeah. You have a gun and you got a fucking axe. But it's just fucking Souls with a gun on top of the normal melee combat. But very badly copied. That shit needs more time, brother.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Geek? What you got to say about that? So are we talking about Division 2? Yeah. I was having a hard time getting to the game, and the thing about Division 2 that I generally enjoy, even when they have these new seasons, is that you pick it up, there might be something for like 5-10 minutes, and then you get right into the game. Not this time. Hot, cold, hot. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, I want to play the game, man. Stop this bullshit. By the time I got to play the game, it was too late. So that was very disappointing. And the fact that they've revamped a lot of the stuff in the game to be more accommodating to new gamers. That's going to be unappealing to them. I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. Geek the Sneak said, yep, feels like a light game. You feel that about Flintlock? Well, look, I wasn't expecting the moon and the stars because it is a straight to Game Pass game, but nonetheless, I still want to try it. Like any of these games,
that is the only thing that can save this game, to be honest. That it's free in Game Pass.
Any of these games like that Eternal 33, like that concerns me too. I gotta be honest with you, because look, we know the business, we know what's going on, and we know what Unreal Engine 5 and some of these other tool sets out here. Cold Blood and I can go into a game studio for 5 minutes and have something look fantastic, but how is it going to play? So when I do see these newer IPs going day and date in the Game Pass, they concern the hell out of me. They do. There might have been some exceptions. Like
it's a budget game, brother.
Yeah, there might be some exceptions like Liza.
I don't say it's the most terrible thing I ever played. Not at all. But it feels like that 5 or 6 out of 10. You know, when you play it, you immediately think that's kind of mid.
Geek says, is there a new map? I didn't get a chance to get to it, Geek. I didn't get a chance to get to it. I saw a whole bunch of new shit popping up, and the way I don't know, did you see the thing where how they changed everything? I mean, it sounds cool to try to experience, but I can tell you this much. Don't think you're just going to plop in and then in a couple minutes you're going to get to it. And I think that's stupid. And it's not like the time that it's taking you to get into it is because it's showing you something. It's because they're trying to do this cinematic ambiance. Search for the computer. Search for it. Now go to a control point and fight for your life. I could just get to the fucking content, bro. I would even tolerate a tutorial for the content. Like, I got to take a few moments to maybe, watch something happen or what. I'm okay. At least I'm getting into the content. Like, what the fuck? But. So, yeah, but check it out. You might want to check out the Balance Geek. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I'm frustrated because I didn't get a chance to get to it. And I had 45 minutes and I couldn't get to it in 45 minutes.
Geek, I think this game is gonna suffer from the Halo Infinite curse. Like, they made so much fucking wood with trees and fucking mountains and trees that they couldn't do even more with the budget they had. Like, seriously, Halo Infinite is just trees and fucking mountains. Nothing else. And this feels just like it. It's just shit on trees everywhere, put some mountains. Done.
Yeah, I gotta try it out. I'm gonna try it out. See what's going on. Whatever. It's a Game Pass game. I wasn't expecting too much. I think that if it holds up to be a decent game by the time they finish it, maybe if they do get some things together and they, for instance, I don't know, like you said, polish it up. Because maybe that's an older build. They polish it up. There's more variety in the game. And then it's landing day and date in Game Pass. That would be like, something. Maybe it's not an 8 or 9 or a 10, but, a decent 7 where you're like, oh, that's day and date in Game Pass. I wouldn't feel comfortable buying that outright, but, yeah, fucking around and playing this, you know what I'm saying? And giving it a shot and maybe even beating it. Okay, that's cool.
I'm glad they made that demo because that immediately told me I ain't buying that on PlayStation. If I play that, I play it on Game Pass.
Yep. Oh, there's some Cold Blood. Here we go. We got some new information for you. Let's put this up here on the screen. This is going to get you happy.
Oh, how great Lego Horizon is.
Yeah. Oh,
I know. I saw it already. That's what I was talking about to you. Like, this is a fucking targeted attack.
Made of Unreal Engine 5. 2 modes.
How in the fuck is this still a 30 FPS game? What are we doing here?
2 modes on PlayStation 5.
Oh my god. How is Lego 30 FPS, bro? Lego. Y'all can't be serious. I'm about to take the genius out of Mark Cerny. What in the actual fuck? Why is fidelity mode 30 FPS, brother? What is going on here? This shit should never run 30, brother. Never. What the fuck is this?
I don't know about that.
Oh my god.
I don't know. This has some. This isn't cartoony. Like, it has some photorealism to it. Not like from a if you were to take a picture of a Lego set, this would look like a close to a real life picture of a Lego set. Like, I'm just the picture that I have on the screen right now.
Yes, Geek, I understand ray tracing. But the PS5 should be able to handle a fucking Lego game at 60 with ray tracing.
This doesn't look like the typical Lego game. I'm not saying it's still gonna be dog shit.
How in the fuck is Spider-Man 2 running at 60 with ray tracing, but this shit can't? How? Explain.
This seems more. I hate to tell you. This is gonna get you. This is gonna get you. Hit the like button. I hate to tell you, but in this snapshot right here, Like outside of the Spider-Man 2 cutscenes, if this is live gameplay that I'm looking at. There's nothing cartoony looking here at all. It looks like someone took a picture of a Lego set that was put together, and I'm looking at it. This looks very, even though it's of some kiddie shit, it looks photorealistic of some kiddie shit. It just happened to, the shit that is photorealistic looking of it just happens to be Legos. So the
next part, what the fuck? Are we going for the fucking Hellblade 2 route now?
Well, yeah, I mean, no, because Hellblade 2 doesn't even have a performance mode.
No. I mean the second part. The playtime.
Oh, it's roughly 7 to 8 hours to replay.
What in the fuck are we doing here? 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Why would you play that in co-op then?
I don't know why a Lego game is that short. That's bad because generally they're not that short.
There's no need for a co-op play. You can do that on one fucking weekend yourself.
Shapes the story.
You can do that in one day. I mean, I would have understood if this was live service and they had a lot of shit to do, but it's just a retelling of Horizon Zero Dawn, brother.
Well, here's what they say.
Look, this shit should be at least 30 hours long. If you're retelling Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's not exactly that. I have questions about the use of the IP for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is this for? But here's how they explain it. It reshapes the story of 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn in ways that make it appealing and appropriate for kids. It's not a faithful retelling, and neither is it a parody. We wanted to poke fun at the IP. We wanted to use all the self-referential humor that's characteristic of Lego property. Original cast from Horizon Zero Dawn returns. Alloy moves in a fun, quirk, stop motion style. Yeah, so it's not aimed for us. It's aimed for kids, and it's like a quirky kiddie version of the Horizon story.
You don't have to tell me that a Lego game is aimed for kids. I know that.
Yeah, but it's
even
not.
Then 7 to 8 hours, brother. I'm sorry. I get that not every game has to be 60, but 7 to 8 hours, bro. You cannot ask more than $30 for this shit. I'm sorry. You can't. If you go above $30, bro, this game ain't worth it. Even for kids.
I mean, I have a problem with, I have a problem with the IP being used in this way, just because visually it's a problem, especially when you could have made an offshoot, or you could have you could not waste it, but you could have used your time towards more DLC. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have made some more hardcore content.
I don't want no Horizon DLC, bro. Make a fucking spin-off. A real spin-off.
Yeah, I mean, but even at that'll take a few years. But I mean, if they worked at the efforts of that would even be better than this. You know, you may get it less immediately. But yeah, I just don't think that the time was best used. I truly don't, especially because Guerrilla developers had to help them.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why is even Guerrilla bothered with this shit?
That's I'm like, that's the biggest problem to me. That is the biggest problem.
Oh, geek. Oh, wait. Wait till you see what the fuck Sony can do. There's no way they'll charge $60 or $70 for this one. Famous last words.
Excuse me. I don't know. Let's see.
60 is gonna be the fucking minimum for this. I'm telling you. I cannot see Sony being like, yeah, we just paid so much money to Lego for the license. We're gonna make it $40. Bro, no. I don't see that.
Well,
that shit coming,
I don't know if it wasn't the other way around. Yeah, I don't know if we know.
You think Lego approached Sony and said we're gonna make a Horizon game?
Yeah, or Sony said, you know, Sony got the word out that they're licensing their IP, and what's the name bid on it, because there's already a partnership. Isn't there actual physical Lego Horizon stuff out there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think there's Lego Horizon piece sets already, and they could have said, well, look, we can license out the
whoever license whatever this game ain't gonna be $40. I don't see it.
Now that I can't debate. I don't know. I don't know at all. Yeah, my issue is that this was just a waste of your AAA talent.
If they make it 40, I will be very surprised. I will be very surprised that Sony went through all this trouble to make a game just $40.
Because here's what I'll say too. Well, yeah, Sony could want more money on the game, but they licensed the game out. It's kind of like Marvel, right? Where Marvel, their biggest kickback is the money that you pay them to play the game. The money that you pay them to get the license. That's their biggest kickback. Now, there might be additional things in the contract where they're like, and we want 5% of all sales or whatever like that, to where that would influence the price. But I think the biggest kickback for Sony is the actual fact that the IP is being licensed. So I don't know what the price will be. I can't say. I don't know if it's going to be higher than 40, but I'm not going to rule out that it's going to be like 70. It would kind of be crazy for it to be 60, 70, but I can't rule it out. Here's what I will say though, and I think that in my opinion, the biggest negative takeaway from this is, in my opinion, because of the lighting and stuff like that, and how photorealistic, even though we're just talking about photorealism with Lego sets, there's a lot of technology that went into this. Why are you putting so much time and effort in a kid's game? Right? Like, you clearly didn't make this for adults, because like you said, it's only 7 and 8 hours. So why would you go through that effort to put in this technology in a game that's for kids, when Gorilla in particular, you could have just let Lego subcontract someone else to do it, and they make their typical cartoony Lego Horizon game. I just don't think this was, I don't think this was smart. I don't think this was smart. Look, the Lego games, they're family friendly. They're not just kids games. The Legos games are family friendly. I remember playing the Lego Star Wars games with my sons when they were younger, and we would have a blast. We love that shits. But I'm not gonna sit there, I'm playing with these little runts, right? Playing with these little motherfuckers. We're playing for 10, 20 hours on the Lego Star Wars game. I'm into it. I don't want to get into a 7-hour, 8-hour game, especially if it looks like this. I'm like, you know what? This is kind of like visually impressive what they're doing with the lighting and shit like that. Oh man. And then it's done in 7 and 8 hours. It's a waste. I think it's purely a waste. They should have done better. Let's get Geek the Sneak. He going off in the chat. He said they used the light pack for Spider-Man. Stop that. He said every game doesn't have to be 60 hours. Yeah, I agree, but it could have been at least 15 to 20. You think it'll be 40? I tend to agree with you. I think it'll be 40 to 50, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is 60 to 70. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Cold Blood has a point there. I imagine Lego bought the Horizon license. Yeah, that's what I think happened. and it's Lego at the end of the day. That's a big brand. Yeah. I'm just saying, bro, like, when you have something that, like, look at your screen. Let's look at the screen. I think this, as far as the lighting and stuff, like the visual setting of it, doesn't make me go, oh, because it's not, hardcore photorealistic. It's photorealistic with Lego shit. But this looks like someone took a picture of a real life Lego set, bro. I mean, that shit looks impressive as hell. So, okay. But visually impressive stuff like that is for hardcore gamers. Why are you doing this for a kids game? And why are you employing your AAA resources for a kids game? Yeah, like you look at the shadows and shit like that. Those look like real life Lego set pieces. You would think that someone took a picture of a Lego set. Well, to me, I would say more DLC. Cold Blood says to what the fuck you call it? To more to it like a side story. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a 10-hour side story or something like that. Okay, I got you. Being that, and I question this because you could have made more DLC or you could have made a side story, right? Because you panicked when Xbox went multi or bought ABK, right? You panicked like a mofo when they bought ABK. That's where I think Concord came from. Concord, the Firewalker was the ABK deal happened in January of 2022. Firewalker was absorbed in April of 2023. You do the math. Somehow they saw Concord and they said, "Yep, that'll be our backup for the fucking for Overwatch if Microsoft snatches that." Because you got to remember, first the deal is announced. There's preliminary conversations. Then in the latter part of 2022, I think early part of 2023, they start hinting towards, nah, we're not going to keep this shit multi-platform. Like, if you want to agree to a 6-year deal, I think it was, of everything staying, and then after 6 years, we're out, we'll sign that. Otherwise, you're SOL. We're yanking everything. That was what Phil was alluding to. And I think that put Jim Ryan in a panic. And an unprecedented panic. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what I would have done. We get mad at Jim Ryan. I'm like, oh, Jim, what were you fucking thinking? But then you got to think about it like this, man. Pulling Activision Blizzard all together, let alone Call of Duty, it's a huge blow. I mean, Call of Duty and Overwatch, like Call of Duty first and foremost, but Overwatch is also big on the platform. Like everything else, who gives a fuck, right? Who cares about Diablo? Y'all can have that shit, whatever. But I bet you that one of the canceled games from those live service games was going to be their Call of Duty clone. I guarantee it. Maybe with Killzone or something. It was going to be their Call of Duty clone. No. That
Call of Duty clone was supposed to be the game that Deviation Games was making.
Oh, for real? Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Gotcha. Well, yeah, but that game ended up being canceled. Yeah. It ended up being canceled because that studio was shut down. And then they're saying that people from that studio was absorbed by Sony, some of them, and built and thrown into a new studio that we haven't heard of yet. So that, yeah, there you go. That makes sense. If you connect the dots, you can see what happened. And I can't blame Jim Ryan. Can't blame him. Yeah, well, you can blame him. You get upset with him, but you can understand where he was coming from. That's unprecedented. I don't know what Sean Layton would have done. I don't know what Jack Tritton would have done. I don't know what Yoshida would have done. Because those two games in particular are huge. And I think what that did is because Jim Ryan was sitting there talking to people about, oh, don't worry. He was remember, he told people, and he was laughing at about Xbox. He said that was a horrible purchase and that this is not a play for exclusivity, right? This is what he thought. And this is what he's telling the board, because the board was nervous. Like, what the fuck? We just lost 20 billion in yen of stock evaluation once this was not announced. Like, we got a concern here, Jim? And Jim's like, nah. Number one, it was a bad purchase. Number two, I don't think Phil's looking for exclusivity. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people are connected. They know people that work at certain places. They hear stuff. And just like Tim Stewart had believed it. Pete Hines had believed it. All the other execs there at Microsoft had believed it, that their purchase of Bethesda along with ABK was going to lead to them being multi-plat. And that's what Jim believed. So that's what he told his people, his bosses, and who he reports to. Only to find out that everything that he told them was wrong. He miscalculated. Now he's in a panic. Holy fuck. What are we going to do about Call of Duty and Overwatch? Holy shit. And Deviation, I don't know when they got Deviation Games. First, they partnered with Deviation Games. That was their Call of Duty clone. Then he comes across Firewalk Studios. He's like, this solves our Overwatch problem. Whew. Oh God, that was scary as shit. Okay. Well, now that we think about it, y'all, we don't know what else these motherfuckers could buy. So let us do this. We're going to go and we're going to look at all of this free-to-play games as a service IP that riddles our top 20 games. We're going to pick the most important ones, and we're going to create a game in the style of those. Like, that's what they did. And they lucked out with Helldivers 2. Why? Because Helldivers 2 is nothing like anything that's out there. I think that just happened to be like something extra that they felt, we're going to get our feet wet in this experience with Helldivers 2. And Helldivers 2 ends up probably being their biggest pop-off that they're going to experience with this games as a service shit. And that hasn't lasted in, it's starting to lose its ear. If you look at everything, look at the timeline, y'all. I tried to tell y'all this about Satya. Tried to help you understand why a lot of these decisions are made and what most likely happened. Deal is announced January 18th. Very same day, Sony loses $20 billion in stock evaluation. They gained it back, but it took them a year to gain that. And what stock evaluation is, what's considered the value of your stock. And that's important because if I'm an investor, I want to know, what the rate of return is going to be. So if your stock takes a considerable dip, I'm looking right past you and going to something else. So it took them a year to get that stock evaluation back after they lost it after ABK alone. So they panicked. Jim panicked. Jim panicked not only because of that, but he just told the board, don't worry about it. It's on him now. That's why he went to the CMA and did all that stuff. People were like, Jim is desperate. There was a panic, but it wasn't desperate. It's what you have to do for your investors. Y'all think Jim was desperate. You don't think it's desperate selling games on, selling Xbox games on PlayStation and removing the word exclusivity from your vocabulary? That's not desperate. You went from 3 months ago saying, look, No, it's just started 3 years ago. First, it was we're doing this for exclusive content for Game Pass, wherever Game Pass is at. Less than 3 years later, it went from that to, okay, we're experimenting with 4 games, but I don't want to get anybody all excited and making them think that more games are coming. In less than 3 months of that, it's now, more of our games are going to different platforms. That's not desperate. I mean, you guys had a hell of a showcase, right? That Xbox showcase is great. Who the fuck has a showcase that gets all these accolades and don't want to keep them games to themselves? You know what I'm saying? Who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody says, holy shit, they really like this showcase because they really like what they saw. Let's put them everywhere. If you're a platform holder. That's never happened in the history. That's never happened in the history of gaming. Nobody's done it. Why? Because they're desperate. If you want to use that term, thinking more applies here. They're desperate. They spent $75 billion, over $100 billion in total over the last few acquisitions. They got to get that money back. You don't think it's desperate that you can play Call of Duty day and date? Geek, you're a PC gamer. You can play Call of Duty day and date for just $9. I got it, or not me, but if I'm a console owner, I got to pay $17. Why? Because I got to have Game Pass Ultimate in order to experience the single player and the multiplayer. Otherwise, I just get to experience the single player. That's probably going to be like 6-7 hours. Oh, I just think that it's better that we use the right terms to describe this shit. Describe what's going on. We got CMG in the house. What's going on, brother? He said Xbox killed it at this year's summer's showcase. He said, "Oh, Hellblade 2 is a damn good game. Finished it the other day. I can't see the hate it was getting." Oh man. Well, I don't know, Cold Blood, do you I know you done hopped in. I saw your sneaky ass, Cold Blood. I know you done hopped in on some Once Human. You can let us know what you think about it, because I can't play it. But you want to chime in on that? Shout out to Chariot Man Gaming. CMG, I love you, brother. I'm just gonna say this. And CMG, me and you've been gaming around the same time.
Moss, look. All I'm saying about this is it's great to be sometimes a little bit naive, a little bit oblivious to all the shit around them. I envy those people. You know?
Envy because you wish you could look at the same game and feel the same way, huh?
Yeah,
Shout out to
yes.
love you, Steve. I'm with you. Love you, CMG. Shout out to you, good brother. You're a good brother, man. You've been nothing but good to me. I don't see it at all. I don't see it. Look, man, we both been gaming for a long. I know you've been gaming for a long time too, brother. But me, it takes a little bit more seasoning. I need a little bit more seasoning in my broth. Next year will be my 40th anniversary that I've been gaming. I'll be 47. I've been gaming since I was 7 years old. It'll be my 40th anniversary gaming, right? Yeah, I can't give accolades to a what do you call it? Me personally. And again, if you like it, that's fine. I personally can't give accolades to a tech demo. Because I feel like that if Ninja Theory was not absorbed by Microsoft, they would have made a better game. Would it have looked as good? No. But they would have made a better game. They wouldn't have been under the pressure. Like they've only been they were only given 3 years to make that game. It only went into full production 2021. But they had to put something in Game Pass. That's why they released Redfall. They had to put something in Game Pass. I would have rather have seen Ninja Theory not have to fall to that cadence of Game Pass and make something on their own. Would it have looked as visually stunning? No. Would it still look visually good? Yeah, because they were able to do it before. In comparison to other stuff that came out there, that's why they amazed a lot of people. Because for a AA game, that game looked great. But I feel like the gameplay would have been a lot better. I was watching, I didn't play it yet. I was watching Cobra playing it like while I was, back and forth, going to appointments and going to the hospital and doing other stuff. And I saw him most of the time walking. I need more season in my broth, bro. You got to put some more spices in my broth. I can't rock with that, man. You a New Yorker, CMG. You down with that? You down with that Raekwon quote? You got to season this broth. You got to put more season in my broth, bro. I can't. Me walking and just looking at pretty rocks, that's not going to do it for me. Where's the gameplay loop? Where's the action? Where is the level design? You know what I'm saying? I know that you're trying to tell a story. You did that the last time. The way that you told the story last time was more engrossing. This is a sequel. When it comes to a sequel, everything is supposed to elevate. Everything's supposed to elevate. If everything doesn't elevate and you're missing on stuff, then reasonably I gotta rate you based off of what you were missing. Now, if you improved on other areas, but maybe you fell back on maybe 1 or 2, but you improved on the other 8, then those other 8 will pull you up. But this thing just looks better than the last one. I don't see more enthralling gameplay. I don't see more enthralling puzzles. I don't see a more enthralling story unless foot taps on the ground add to the story. I don't know. And when it comes to the Xbox showcase, I think that it was their best showcase in a while. It is not their best showcase ever. I will argue people down to the death for that one. Let's talk about it right now. I sent this to Cold Blood yesterday because I wanted to keep a thumbnail on this. I want to show you guys. They're saying that the showcase that you just saw, CMG, you an old school gamer like me. Here's this. This was Microsoft's 2006 showcase. I want y'all to tell me these were the big games. And I want to look at something else too. What was is Microsoft I want to see the entire. Come on, computer free. Cutting up all day, computer. Been cutting up all day, computer. What was shown at okay. All right, so this is the IGN guide for this E3 2006. Are they showing everything? No, it's not the right. I want to find, and I had it yesterday too. Here, I think this is it. I think Eurogamer has it. Coverage. I don't want the damn coverage. I want the damn. All right. We're getting there. Recap. E1000, Microsoft. Okay. Maybe I'll use this wiki. Hate using. All right, let's just use this because I wanted to show you guys everything. But here's what this is why I push back on this, because I get that there's a lot of people out there that just like to grab video games and they like pew, 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 pew. They just like to pick them up and press them buttons and they feel all good inside and shit while they're pressing the buttons. Pew, 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 pew. I get that. But there are games that when they launch, they are so pivotal that not only do the mass collective say that they're great and they're fantastic and they're games, they're one of a lifetime style of games, but they change gaming forever. Whenever these games drop, they change gaming forever. Right? I personally, the pew pew is fine as a snack, but when it's dinner time, it's dinner time. So annually, I'm always looking for what is the next big game? What is that big game coming? And whenever I don't get an indication that a next big game that's going to that's trying to fit that mold and gets close to fitting that mold, because I understand it's not easy. Every year, you're not going to get a revolutionary game. You're not going to get that every year. I understand that. I understand the challenges of game development. But I want to see attempts. I want to see noteworthy attempts. And I want to see noteworthy attempts every year. That's not a wild expectation. We've had noteworthy attempts every year, give or take a few years where things were slow, for the past almost 40 years that I've been gaming. That's why it's an expectation. 4 decades. For 4 decades, we've had developers work continuously to at least attempt to reach that groundbreaking level. Okay? And when they do reach it, not only do you guys, the pew, 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 pew gamers, but the people like me that are looking for those moments, we are satisfied, we are ecstatic, and we're talking about those games for a lifetime. Now, the people that make those games, whether you like it or not, they have the same standards of game development and what to expect out of game development that Cold Blood and I do. Yes, we are very critical. Yes, there's certain things that we're like, nah, not really our cup of tea, but we see where everybody else will enjoy them, or we might get some meager enjoyment from it. It's okay, it's cool, but my focus more likely than not is on XYZ. The way that we think is how those same developers that make those games that push gaming to the next level think. And in my particular case, yeah, your father time, you just old, all this other stuff, right? You just old and you just crabby. Guess what? I'm the same age as the people developing your favorite games. You ever noticed little grays in their beard? They ain't young, they ain't in their teens. They're not 13 making these games. Ain't no damn phone app game that some 16-year-old is the one that's moving the needle. It's people my age making these games. So I feel like that I'm on the right side of this. You know, I'm not going to be mad at you guys that don't have that need as much seasoning in your broth like I do. I'm not mad at you. But at the same time, you got to understand that it's people that think like me, people that think like Cold Blood, and people that think like many of you guys that are listening to this, that move this industry into its newest heights. They need everybody. They need you, me. They need you. They need all of us to support it. But to push this thing to those pinnacle heights that got us high-fiving in the stands and talk, oh man, the Baldur's Gate 3s and the Marvel Spider-Mans and then the BioShocks and the God of Wars. There's a certain type of guardrails around what is good, what is great, what isn't so much that you got to have. There's a certain mind state you got to have. That comes from people that think and look at this thing like us, whether you want to like it or not. So we can appreciate everybody. That's what I'm saying. We can appreciate everybody. We can disagree. We can argue. We can debate, all that other stuff. I think all that's fine. But the thing that I always try to push back on is, gaming don't need you type of guys. You type of guys are this. No, if it wasn't for us type of guys, you wouldn't see no God of Wars. You wouldn't see no Bioshocks. You would see no Mass Effects. You would just get a bunch of pew, 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 pew. And a lot of you probably wouldn't even be around and you just don't know it. So I pushed back on this notion. I said all that to say this. I pushed back on the notion that this Xbox Summers Fest was their best Xbox showcase ever. Why do I say that? There were no mic drop moments. Now, you may have seen a game that was like, oh man, this was good. But universally, there were no mic drop moments. There are moments where people may universally say that showed well, that looked good, but there was nothing that was talked to the level of BioShock. There was no BioShock moment there. There was no Fable 2 moment there. There wasn't a Forza 2 moment there. There wasn't a Gears of War moment. There wasn't a Mass Effect moment. And there definitely wasn't a moment.
Wait, Gears of War moment? They had Gears of War.
No. When Gears of War was originally released and was talked about and was shown, oh no, the emphaticism was off the roof. Like that's the game that made people say, you know what, I gotta get an Xbox. Everybody was just focused on Gears of War. This E-Day did not capsulize nowhere near the energy in the room through the gaming community that when Gears of War was first released. And even as big as how Gears of War was, there was no bigger moment for Xbox. This is essentially the biggest Xbox moment, even bigger than Halo at an E3 show, was when they revealed that Grand Theft Auto 4 was coming to Xbox. That's why Peter Moore had that fake ass Grand Theft Auto tattoo. I know that tattoo was fake. The Halo one might be real, but that Grand Theft Auto one was fake. But that was huge. It's like now Xbox has graduated. Yes, Xbox is creating and bringing you all these great Western experiences, but damn, the biggest games out there outside of Halo, they just can't get. Damn, I would love to be able to play the biggest games out there on my Xbox. And guess what? When GTA, this is the game, this is the showcase, and this is the showing that actually made people feel that Xbox can now be a competitor. Because the biggest thing holding Xbox back was y'all don't get the biggest games. Outside of the sports games, y'all don't get the biggest games. Y'all don't get the biggest action games. This opened the floodgates. There is nothing like this at that showcase. And so you didn't just have one mic drop moment in this showcase. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When Mass Effect, you had 5 mic, and this isn't even everything that was shown, y'all. This was just the big games that was at E3 2006 for Microsoft. This wasn't even everything that was shown. So that's why I said y'all can't get that emotional. Tell me one game that was big. I want to know one game that was bigger than Fable 2's release. And I didn't even like Fable 2. But when they revealed Fable 2 and all the shit that you could do relationship wise and how, okay, Fable 1 was cool, but it was a disappointment. But this time around, your decisions will shape the game, and it captivated everyone. There was no moment like that here. I'm not saying there weren't good moments, but these were moments that just catapulted Xbox into a whole nother stratosphere. This time around, you just had a consistent showing of good-looking games, or good-looking presentations, rather. Y'all trying to tell me that Fable reboot had the same impact of Fable 2 back in 2006? Absolutely not. You didn't see anything with this Fable this year. You saw some clips. Got way more than that. You're trying to tell me Gears of War E-Day was like Gears of War when it was first revealed? Nope. You're trying to tell me that Avowed came off like Mass Effect? Huh? What was the game that was like BioShock? What was the game that showed off like BioShock? I mean, BioShock within itself proves my point. I didn't even realize when I looked at it, because I was just looking for, I said, what showcase was BioShock shown in? And I found out that it was 2006, and then my memory was rejogged because I saw all these and I said, holy cow, I forgot that all these were showcased at the same E3 showing. There is no way that objectively, yes, I'm using the word not subjectively, because it ain't an opinion. I don't respect any opinion that sits there and says that this showcase that was shown this year was better than E3 2006 for Microsoft. That's baloney. And anybody that says that is not an OG Xbox gamer. Hence why we're in, there's a rift in the community. You can't go to any OG Xbox gamer, the ones that made Xbox what it is today. Y'all wouldn't be getting all creamy knuckled for what they're showing this year if it wasn't for us holding it down and even making it a competitor. You go to any OG Xbox and they ain't talking this trash. Oh yeah, it was except for D-Bats, but he's different. D-Bats was dropped on his head several times. Like I think every year up until he was 8, D-Bats was dropped on his head from like a 3rd-story window. So opposite of D-Bats, there is no OG Xbox gamer that would even utter the words, this was their best showcase. And if you do, you weren't down or you weren't around. No way. But let's separate the Xbox showcase. That's not me hating. That's me just saying, look, we got to have standards. We can't just be emotional and make stuff up on the fly. That is the standard for Xbox. That is the standard. It made Xbox competitive. It showed that Xbox can really compete and they deserve to be here. And they showed you some games that you ain't never seen before. There was nothing like them anywhere. There was nothing like BioShock anywhere. There was nothing like on console, at least. There was nothing like Fable 2 on console. Gears of War was like a concept of cover that came from Kill Switch and co-op that a lot of Xbox people wanted. Mass Effect was something entirely new that you've never seen on console before at its scale and what it did. And then Grand Theft Auto 4 coming to, you know what that was like? And you know how PlayStation people treated that? Imagine if God of War, the next God of War, was landing day and date on Xbox. That's how people took, and that's how PlayStation gamers, that's how upset they were about Grand Theft Auto 4. Even though it wasn't a first party game, it wasn't even a second party exclusive. It was just, no, I take that back. It was exclusive through deals. But nobody wanted to piss Sony off back then because they were like, Sony is so far ahead of everybody. Why would we piss this off and try to market it to this much lower console? Nah, forget it. They got to make their own shit. But then when that 360 came out And then people were starting to see that the troubles that PlayStation 3 was at least having in its first several years during launch. They were like, oh, we got to hedge our bets here because PlayStation ain't going to be old reliable. You know what I mean? So Gears 0, ugh. He says Gears 0 followed by Gears -1. He said they had Fable and Gears of War. No, they didn't have, no. Fable and Gears of War being shown this year. I hope you were joking about that, because if you're not joking about that, then that just tells me that you weren't an OG Xbox gamer at all. See, I was around for both showings. I was an adult for both showings. I understood the impact. When they showed that, that's like 18 years ago. And I was covering stuff through MySpace on that. When they showed Gears, and when they showed Fable 2, or when they at least showcased them the atmosphere in the room was already crazy. Gears is what made people say, you know what, I want to play that Gears of War. The chainsaw thing, oh, that's dope. I need that. That's dope. He said God of War Ragnarok didn't have the impact of God of War 3. So what are we talking about here? Look. Number one, I don't know about God of War 3. I can't speak about what God of War 3 was because I wasn't really in the PlayStation. But God of War Ragnarok was a mic drop moment. Because God of War is so popular. And people were heavily anticipating and waiting on that sequel. So, but I can't, your comparison that you're using, I can't speak to that. But God of War Ragnarok was a heavily anticipated title that was spoken about and got people excited. At a mic drop level. Even if what you're saying is right, even if God of War 3 was a bigger mic drop moment, like I can look at this and tell you that Grand Theft Auto 4 coming on Xbox was a bigger mic drop moment to BioShock. But BioShock was still huge. Like Grand Theft Auto 4, out of a scale of 1 to 10, it was 1 million. Where BioShock out of a scale of 1 to 10 was 1,000. They were still mic drop moments. Fable and Gears E-Day were not mic drop moments that were shown this year. Definitely not. People were happy to see Gears E-Day. They were favorable about, oh, okay, yeah, we're not going to see a Gear 6 that still has these characters that we really don't like. They're going back old school. That wasn't mic drop, bro. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab some tissue. There were no moments in that. There were no mic drop moments in that in that showcase. None. They got the community above. Like right now, there's more talk about Horizon, a Lego game. They're talking more about Horizon, bro, than they're talking about Gears of War E-Day. All everybody is saying is collectively the showcase was good. Why aren't they like doubling down on any particular game and really like a particular game? Let me give you another example. If you're like, well, what are mic drop moments? Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was a mic drop moment when it was showcased. We talk about Paris Lilly. If you know, even from recent history, I hope you do, Geek. That's what put Paris Lilly on the map outside of Gamertag Radio. If you weren't listening to Gamertag Radio, you had no idea who the hell he was. Until Cyberpunk was released. Once they released Cyberpunk and he had that viral moment, everybody knew who Paris was. The rest is history. Cyberpunk is a mic drop moment. A moment where everybody's like, what was the best thing that was shown at that showcase? And everybody collectively is like, yeah, it was this, it was this. There was no shadow of a doubt that Cyberpunk 2077, objectively, by the collective, was a mic drop moment. Were there any moments like that at this showcase? Please tell me. So if you had the OG Xbox, then what are you talking about? Why are you comparing Fable that was shown now? Like, come on, bro. You talking about what am I talking? What are you talking about? Are you trying to really tell me that the reveal this weekend for Fable was the same as the reveal from last weekend? You gotta tell me. Did you just have it and it collected dust and you didn't pay attention to the noise that was happening? You gotta let me know, bro. You talking about what am I talking about? What are we doing here? What are you doing here? If you had an OG Xbox and you were paying attention to E3.
Yo, you fighting them right now.
If you had an Xbox and you were paying attention, you trying to tell me? Come on, brother. Don't do this. I gotta, again, don't deflect, because you did it to yourself, geek. I love you. I love you like a kid I don't pay child support for. But you did this live on the airwaves. You got to answer the question. It's yes or no. Are you trying to tell me, let's just use Fable 2. Let's just use Fable. You sat here, you came up on your soapbox, man. I had the OG Xbox. What you talking about, Moss? What are we doing here, man? Okay, you want to get up on that soapbox? You want to do that? You want to talk crazy like osmosis out here? All right, well, tell me. Are you trying to tell me that Fable, shown at this showcase this weekend, had the same levity to it that when Fable 2 was shown in 2006? Tell me, mister, I had an OG Xbox. What are you talking about? What is we doing here? Tell me. Tell me. Well, if I didn't read, what did I miss? What in the world did I miss? You said this. They had Fable and Gears of War. Then you said God of War Ragnarok didn't have the impact of God of War 3. So what are we talking about here? This is your first comment. This is your subsequent comment. Anything that you said before that doesn't apply or wouldn't apply unless you associate it now. So what are you saying? Again, it's just a simple yes or no question. Does Fable that was shown is the Fable reboot have the same impact at that showcase that Fable 2 has? I didn't, it's still, but yeah, okay, but you're agreeing with me. You're agreeing, that doesn't mean anything, geek. Number one, you're agreeing with me. So it's not the best showcase. It's still a good showcase. Number one, where did I say it's not a good showcase? You're arguing with somebody else, or you're not arguing with me. But what was this comment about? So what are we talking about here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What are we talking about? Did I not say it was a good showcase? I said I'm pushing back on it being called the best showcase. So you can't hand wave like that here, brother. You done snagged yourself. You done got caught in a bear trap. What was your point of saying that? What's the point? What do you mean, what's the point? I just said it. Did I not say that I'm pushing back on people who are indicating that this showcase was the best Xbox showcase ever? Why am I pushing back on that? Again, because we have to have standards. I was addressing the overall issue of people that look at cold-blooded myself and say that we are too critical of games, we're too hard on games, that we take the fun out of gaming and this, that, and the other. And I said, look, it's the people that think like us that give you the best experiences. When you go read these interviews with these developers, they're talking the same things that we're talking. They have the same mindset that we have. We appreciate y'all that might like that tinky wig shit. We appreciate y'all. We need y'all because y'all help the economy in gaming. But when we talk about pushing gaming forward into a new stratosphere where it's doing different stuff, it's the people that think like us. So I started there and then I segued into the Xbox showcase. And I said, I got to push back on the people that sit here and say unequivocally that this was the best Xbox showcase. I said, no, we got to exercise standards. When we look at that showcase and we look at this, we cannot say it's better than this. I'll give you a prime example why it's important to do this. I think it's all, if you're a basketball geek, you watch basketball, right? I think it's fair to say that Dwayne Wade, formerly of the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade was one of the best basketball players out there. He's a good basketball player. But if one day you turned on the TV and everybody was sitting there saying Dwayne Wade is the best basketball player ever, he has the most accolades, there's never been a basketball player that reached the heights of Dwayne Wade, that is lowering the standard significantly because there's a Michael Jordan out there. There's a Kobe Bryant out there. I'm not a big LeBron fan, but if you want to throw LeBron in there, whatever. You're now admonishing higher standards that were set. And you don't move forward. You don't go to newer heights with anything if you do that. So if the ceiling was already set higher and we want to keep getting higher, we got to go to where the ceiling is at now. And for Xbox, we can appreciate the showcase. We can sit there and say, good job, Xbox. You ain't done this in a long time. You've reinvigorated the brand and made it to a point to where now people are honestly looking at the brand and be like, oh, you know what? There might be something that I can do with this. I might want to get Game Pass at some juncture. I may not want to spend $300 to $500 on a console and shit. Now they ask for $600. I may not want to get beat over the head with a cash register to get one, but it might fit in my portfolio. That's good. But if we're gamers with a capital G, we're not going to just sit here and rewrite history and lower standards. When I want when we look at showcases or when we look at feats, development feats in gaming, if we're looking at it from an Xbox level, I want people that wake up every day that are overachievers, right? Maybe some of you can't relate to this because the standards just ain't there. That are overachievers that want to do more than what's been done before. I want them to look at what's already been accomplished in totality and say, I want to go higher than that. See, a lot of y'all just want to be entertained. I'm okay with being entertained, but I'm also looking to be enthralled. And that's not y'all's mind state. Y'all can't relate to that. That's fine, whatever. But the people that are enthralling gamers, you're not rejecting it either when you get enthralled. When those games come out that everybody's like, oh man, this is the pinnacle. Y'all out there cheering like the rest of us. It's just that you guys will settle for the pew, 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 pew. And that's fine. We need the people that'll settle for the pew, 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 pew. They add a significant amount to the economy. But the point that I was making is I was pushing back on the community's fervor that, hey, this was the best Xbox showcase ever. That's a bold-faced lie. I don't care what anybody's individual subjectivity is. Objectively, we can look at this screen and we can tell that there has been no showcase that has been more pivotal to gaming from an Xbox standpoint than this one, period. We're going to leave the ceiling where it is until it's officially surpassed. And this showcase did a lot of great things. Showcase saved the Summer Game Fest from being a complete scam. Was very entertaining. Was cool to see Xbox reinvigorate the brand. But it didn't do this. So let's put everything in its proper bucket. This was a good restart point possibly for Xbox. This revolutionized gaming. That's the point. He says, after Halo Infinite, says Tierra's Redfall, Starfield, y'all idiots for getting out for a dead platform. I agree with that sentiment. I may have not used those words, T. Harris, but I agree with that sentiment that people are getting hyped for a non-competitive platform. It's not, when it comes to Xbox, it's not about the platform. I think when it comes to Xbox, it's about the games. You know what I'm saying? What can they deliver now? Now that they got access to this massive goose egg, which is Activision Blizzard, what are they going to do with it? And I would say positively in regards to that. Right now, we got to give them kudos, but kudos seems to be there. Right now with Call of Duty, I am impressed. I am not this one that just released, not the 58 Call of Duty, but what we saw from Treyarch with Black Ops 6. I'm impressed. And y'all know I have no faith in Phil Spencer. But because under the tutelage of Phil Spencer, these developers are able to create something, and Microsoft, to what I can see right now, hasn't totally stepped in and ruined it. We'll see when it releases. But I am impressed. I have yet to see that from Phil Spencer. Because Phil Spencer ruins everything.
Moss. Treyarch's game was 4 years in development already, so really, what could Phil fuck up with this one?
With a Phil, he finds a way. Maybe you guys want to use Redfall graphics. You ever think about that? Use Redfall graphics. Put vampires in this. I mean, heck, we know that Sea of Thieves, when they made Sea of Thieves was supposed to be more visually stunning. Was supposed to have more visual appeal. It was supposed to have more in it, more going on. And we know at launch, or even after the fact, it's not a visual stunner, but at the very least at launch, even though that's not the case now, there really wasn't much content. It was that way, and shout out to Mooch and Crap, who did this interview. See, I'm an OG in this game. Mooch and Crap, when they did their interview, I think in 2018, when they interviewed Rare on Mooch and Crap show, they discovered that Phil Spencer stepped in the latter part of the development and pretty much made some suggestions. Like, yeah, we want this game to play on a 340p screen or 480 screen, you know, and not influence the emptiness and the kiddiness of the game. Now, years later, they've added the content in there. Visual still ain't all that, but you know, it's in a lot better space than what it was back then. But again, if they would have just been left to their own devices, they probably would have had a much better game at launch. A game that maybe changes the trajectory of Xbox to where they don't have to end up putting it on PlayStation. So I don't put anything past Phil. You give him a week. The game could already be gold. You give that mofo a week, he's still gonna fuck something up. But he didn't this time, so I'm gonna give him credit. Got a grade on the curve when it comes to Microsoft. Microsoft relied too much on multi-plats during their E3 showcase. Still same with no E3 double. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm saying, T. Harris, as far as looking at them as a platform, And this I do agree with Porter Rock about, like how he's gauging Microsoft right now. I mean, they would still get the same score for me, whether it's multi-plat or exclusive. But they showed a whole bunch of multi-plat. So it's about asking what games are Microsoft delivering to all these platforms that they're going to appear on. I think that's the part. And then you could throw in Game Pass as the delivery module, as the way that these games are going to be delivered. Okay, is this going to be a value? Is it going to devalue games because they're trying to meet a cadence, or are they actually going to stuff this thing with some good games that'll make it worthy to be in my portfolio? So I think those are the questions that we need to ask ourselves now. He said, "Don't let him yell at you like that, Geek." Hey, look, man, I love Geek. But see, Geek, this is what Geek does. And that's because Geek be driving around in that ice cream truck selling scooter crutches to the neighborhood kids. He be having the show on. Got me yelling all in my pop filter, but don't be paying attention. He gonna sit there and ask, "Well, what's the point of all this?" I just went on a whole hour and a half ass monologue explaining what the hell the point of this was. What's the point of all this? Geek know what the hell he didn't know, but Geek will be sitting there right front row. What he them dudes at the movie. Now, what had happened? What had happened? Because he was on his phone. What did he do? He said, "Put the weed down." Oh, yeah, Stephen A. Smith. You said I'm in my Stephen A. Smith bag. Put down the weed. Or what did he say about Lamar Odom? Well, he's smoking crack. I'm not saying that about Geek. I'm just doing my Stephen A. ad-libs. Smoking crack. E-Day will be day one on PlayStation. I guarantee it. Could be. I don't put it past them. I don't put it past them. MM2K and Cold Blood on his negative energy phase. The show was overrated considering the multiplats in the state of Xbox. You know what, T. Harris, I'm not going to disagree with you and that's why I had to push back on this. So y'all think we're on the negative. We can look, Cold Blood and I can walk and chew gum at the same time. At the same damn time. I can sit there and be like, PlayStation deserves to get his teeth kicked in for its improper showing in this Horizon Lego Dawn shit or whatever the hell it's called. But at the same time, I can sit there and say, y'all getting too creamy knuckled for this Xbox showcase. It was good. And it had positives to it for Xbox and the Summer Showfest. But we ain't about to sit here and cap and talk about this is the best Xbox showcase of all time when we got all this out here for 2006? No, we're not going to kill the standards like this. We're not going to do this because, and Cold Blood said it best, y'all, a lot of people are emotional because y'all thirsty. Y'all hungry out here. So y'all lowered your standards. They just dribble a little bit of you're in the desert starving, dying of thirst. And they just drizzle a little bit of spit in your mouth. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh God. Phil Spencer. Oh. It was good. Not taking out. It was good. Was it phenomenal? Nah, the beauty's to the eye of the beholder. But what is not to the eye of the beholder is it being a perfect showcase, a 10 out of 10. And the best showcase ever. Huh? Do you see these games up here? Think you need to find y'all asses a hot tub time machine and go back to 2006 and feel the temperature of the room and look at the gaming discussions when these games were showcased. Then come back to 2024 and eat you a big ass piece of humble pie. He says, Geek, go to the Pow Pow. We are going on a road trip. Are y'all going to take that 7-hour road trip? They're going to come and get your boy. That's a shame. Why are you comparing the showcase to an old ass showcase from 3 generations ago? It's standards. That's like saying, why are we comparing Michael Jordan to LeBron? Because Michael Jordan, even though he's old, he's did some things that have yet to be done by LeBron. So that's the standard. So that's why people are like, no, we're not going to call him the GOAT. Because there are certain standards that he has not achieved. What are you talking about? So Magic Johnson and Larry Bird don't matter anymore because they old? Because they no. When people set standards, you don't get to, those standards are not malleable because you are feeling some way emotionally. Them standards remain until they're surpassed. And again, cool showcase, very good on multiple levels. It is not better than this. This is the standard. Xbox, not just Xbox, anybody that has a showcase, you're supposed to show consistent good stuff. It's just unfortunately in this day and age, y'all that just gets creamy knuckle for the pow, 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 that we get a lot of this dog-ish and y'all lap it up. Because back in my day, showcases were better. They were more consistent. So now, there's a standard. Anybody, not just Microsoft, goes for PlayStation 2, anybody that's having, if you're going to waste my time and put a collage of games together, the overwhelming majority of what you show should be good. It should be good. That's called the floor. This that you're looking at right here is called the ceiling. That's when you operate with standards, geek. This is the ceiling. This is what you want people to aspire to and possibly surpass. So I'm hoping at the very least, you do what Xbox did. Have a good, consistent showcase. But if you really want to get me out of my seat punching the air like Cuban Gooding Jr. on Boys in the Hood, then you better show me this. That's the ceiling. He said, why using Wade? Use LeBron. Because I'm not a LeBron fan, and I feel like the LeBron fans wouldn't get the point. Because people feel like LeBron is the GOAT. So to help make sure that my point was clear, T-Hairs, I use Wade. Wade is a very good player. He's a top 75 player. But he's not in people's top, he's not generally in the top 10s, let alone the top 5s, and he's not brought in the GOAT discussion. So that made my point very clear. To use someone like D Wade, who was a great player, you can't say nothing really negative about the dude. But he wasn't Michael Jordan. That's for damn sure. And I would say that about LeBron, but that's me personally. I don't even want to get into it. But I would get argued back and forth. So it's to compare to a player that we could all agree to. That's why I used Dwayne. I'm not throwing shade at Dwayne. But being self-aware, even Dwayne Wade would tell you, oh, no, I'm not as great as Michael Jordan. And any self-respecting Xbox employee, if there's any left there, would tell you, oh, no, there's no way in the world. We just wanted to make sure that we showed you guys that we can still do this thing. But no way in hell we trying to say that our showcase was better than 2006. No self-respecting Xbox employee that's been there since the OG days would tell you that. I guarantee it. He says, LeBron not GOAT, no standards. Oh, tell me why you mad. I ain't mad. I'm excited. I'm excited, geek, that I got to address this. And I'm excited that y'all in the chat was giving me opposition so I can slay it all down. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good and call me petty, call me a jackass. If y'all don't realize this already, I'm a jackass like that. When people have what I think are petty notions, and that doesn't mean that I feel like the person is petty, but when I feel like they have petty notions or notions that are too far-sighted, or they're lacking clarity, and they're not looking at the big picture, and they want to oppose what I'm saying, love shooting them down. Love sitting there with my AR-15 out the window. Pop, 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 pop. I love it. Call me an asshole, whatever, it is what it is. Why? Because these gaming discussions and this gaming shit, it just needs to be better. People, you can feel how you feel. I'm not trying to control how you feel. But there's got to be some commonality on standards. There's got to be some commonality on standards. Now, when the things that we like are objectively close together, like, I mean, I may argue that LeBron James ain't nowhere close to Jordan or whatever, but I can see statistically because he won the 10 championships or whatever. All right, y'all want to have that argument, fine. And then you're throwing Kobe and you're throwing Wilt and you're throwing Kareem. Okay, objectively, you can have those conversations and those arguments. But when you try to throw Dwayne Wade in there, or Alonzo Mourning in there, or hell, a Draymond Green in there, again, all great players, but they don't belong in the GOAT discussion. What standards are we setting when we do that? And I feel like too much in this whole gaming thing, we don't set standards. And why are standards important? Because, I'm going to use Geek's favorite phrase, from a Fortune 500 perspective, y'all just don't understand or know. Twitter, X, whatever you call it, is a marketing ground. It's like a life sentence to these companies. Do you know how many times my company and other companies, the biggest companies in the world, just pay for data and scour through it and use it for marketing analysis? People are paying attention to the collective. All they do is put in a hashtag. Hashtag Xbox Showcase. Why do you think Phil was sitting there, excited? Like he got done playing pocket pool before he hit the stage. They extracted that data, hashtag Xbox Showcase in the search, and saw the reception. If you do that right now, you're going to see an overwhelming positive reception. That ain't from their bots. I mean the literal bots that they put out there. That has them excited. You don't understand the marketing power that these discussions have, because these companies are taking their cues from you out here. So what you convey is important. So if you guys keep conveying, and this is why you guys get the okie doke, they try this stuff on y'all, because y'all get on these social media sites and y'all convey the wrong stuff and y'all tell them ABC is okay when you really want XYZ, but you're doing that out of emotion. So by telling the gaming community that Xbox's Showcase is a 10 out of 10, you are telling these platform holders in these shows, oh, this is the best that we got to do. This is the ceiling. That's not the ceiling. We deserve better. This is the ceiling. 2016 Sony is the ceiling. That's the ceiling. You got to do better if you want to reach that ceiling. If you want at least a good showcase, fine. But you're not going to get accolades and people jumping out of the window for that. Or you shouldn't. If we hold standards, that's all. We just got to hold standards. That's why I enjoy these conversations. That's why I enjoy the pushback. Because I've been doing this for so many decades, and I'm telling you, it's like the last 20 years, the gaming conversations have become piss poor. And I'm not blaming anybody here. I'm just saying in general, they've become piss poor. They become superficial. People ain't focusing on the right stuff. People not knowing the facts, the spreading of misinformation. All that stuff has been rampant. Before gaming became popular, the first 20 years of gaming before it became popular, it was indoctrinated by the nerds. Only the biggest nerds were in gaming. And guess what? I hate to say it. It was so pure. Everybody knew what they was talking about. Everybody knew the facts, and they only spread the facts. And there was no internet back then. There were standards held. Everybody didn't have the same favorite game, this is the same favorite game, that. But there were things that were objectively bound, and we understood that, and we pressed for those objectively bound things to be increased upon, and they were. And it seems like in the last 20 years, I've had the honor of being able to survey the first 20 years and this more recent, the last 20 years. Huge difference. And a huge degradation around the conversation. So I'm big on having standards. Cold Blood is huge on having standards. Y'all can look at us and say, oh, you guys are so tough and you take the fun out of gaming. And that's fair. But appreciate that it's because of the standards that Cold Blood and I have that there's other people like us, that there's great experiences out there being developed.
Boss, can you hear me?
Wait, I can hear you.
Oh boy, if we talk about standards, you have to play once human.
Oh, for real? Is it bad?
Oh boy, it's everything you hate about gaming, pretty much.
How's that?
Oh, you're gonna love it, brother. Sorry, you're gonna love it.
Shoot, don't tell me it's like the day before.
Well, I don't know how the day before was. I have no idea. But goddamn, you ain't gonna like this one.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, just play it and make a stream out of it. It's gonna be a fun reaction when you get to that.
I can't play it until I get a controller out of it. Or I can find a way, but I'm not going to spend hours like I did today. I'll see if I can find a competent video that allow me to play controller. Sean says, back in your day, you got a game in a half a year. Okay, so if we got a game and a half a year, that's fine. We held standards and we pushed on those standards. What about in 2000 through the Xbox 360 era? You weren't getting games in a half a year. It still took like,
We got breaking news. I just got the message that my likes are now private on X.
Your likes are private.
Yep. So now nobody can see what the fuck I like on Twitter.
That, again, when we speak of accountability, I like to see that. You're on the open platform. What's wrong with
Well, it just popped up on my X app, you know.
Sucks. Yeah. So even though we did get games in 6 months back then, there were still crappy games back then. There were a lot of crappy games. And Sean, to your point, there were a lot of crappy games back then. Because people could whip out crap in 6 months. And we held standards. We didn't let marketing ploys win the day. We didn't just, go with something because people wanted it to be popular. Everybody didn't just regurgitate what was being said out there. People objected and they had standards. So yeah. I carry that over to what I see today. And as games gotten more and more complex to develop, those standards have held today. And I'm going to keep going on standards. So that's why, regardless if it takes you 6 minutes to make a game versus 6 years, there's got to be standards. Geek said, I just be questioning in between work. I'm literally just got done wiring a surveillance camera box. Geek! You know I love you, brother. Holy OnlyFans, time to go to X. Oh, this dude is crazy. I mean, this is my thing. If you want to like stuff and don't want people to see it, just bookmark it. Right? Or am I missing something? I think likes are to show or to confirm that, hey, somebody put something out there and I'm confirming publicly that I stand with them. Whether it's a picture of a dog, a take on the WNBA, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoy that. And I mean, I don't know if like Cold Blood, I'm not sure about this. If you put out a post and I like it, can you see that I liked your post?
Anymore?
That's dumb. So if Phil Spencer goes to like something that I put out there, and I want to celebrate and act like Ginger Spice, Phil Spencer, Phil Spencer, Phil Spencer. This dude Sean is a sicko. He said I stand with double D's. Phil Spencer, Phil Spencer. If I want to go out there and do that, I can't do that now. That's why. Well, damn, that was an interesting, a great topic, and I hope you guys understand. A lot of this is performative. I'm not mad at y'all. I do see some stuff that makes me go, let me jump all over this. I hope you geek. I hope you know this is all performative, bro. I'm not mad at all. It makes great entertainment. We were dwindling with what 5 people, and then it jumped all the way up to 15. When you know, it's great entertainment. But I do believe what I believe in. But it's all performative. I love you guys. Hit that like button. And I did all this. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Come on. Hit the like button, y'all. Y'all got all this screaming and yelling. Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer, yes! Look, man, I've had some moments where I was excited about gaming. Very excited about gaming. What is the biggest moment that I can remember? I think it was BioShock. When I saw BioShock, it was like, holy, I was watching it with my brother. Or I might have seen BioShock at Paris. Was that Paris? It probably wasn't E3 because I think they showed BioShock first at Paris that's when Microsoft would go to Paris Game Show. And I think Microsoft showed off BioShock there. And I think that's the first time I saw it. Because me and my brother, he's critical of games too. He's worse than me in Cold Blood. You think we are bad? we ain't got nothing on my brother. We're critical of games too. He's a PC gamer, but he's not like these PC gamers that you see out here today that just do all this weirdo shit. Like he's an old school PC gamer. And you think that we're bad? Bruh. He analyzes games at the most micro level, period. Like, period. We told him, we said, dude, why don't you go into game design? He started that, but then he's like, nah, I don't want to do it. Like, you're looking at a character's shoes and how their shoes move. Like, bro, you're ridiculous out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's looking at everything with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, I think I think that's the first time I saw BioShock. Yeah, that was probably the most excited I've been at an E3. Well, it was, yeah, and then I think there was Fallout, but I think Fallout was the following year. That's what I knew because I was a big Xbox fan and I was a big PlayStation hater. And when I saw like all the games showing up on Microsoft's stage, I was like, okay, we are now over the top. Now over the top. This 360 is going to do something. You know, Spencer. But the point I was saying is, I didn't break down in tears. I don't understand that one. I don't understand. But to each his own. Do what you got to do. All right. Well, with that said, let's wrap up. Let's get out of here. Cold Blood, what are some final thoughts about this summer showcase, Xbox, anything that's on your mind, brother? Once Human, what's on your mind?
I don't know, bro. When you saw NetEase, what did you think?
I mean, microtransaction heavy. I feel like that's gonna happen. And I did play, or I didn't get to shooting. I started off in the lab. So I was roaming around in the lab. I'm like, now I gotta play this with a controller.
Well, unfortunately, you did not get to the part you're gonna laugh so much about this game.
Okay. I think you know where you're going. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna poach you no more. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh man, okay, I got you, brother. I got you now. Okay,
because the game is gonna be 90% that and 10% of what you actually want.
Okay, I got you, brother. I got you.
About the summer Gamefest.
Mm-hmm.
PC game show. That was that was some fucking dog.
Oh, that
shit,
was horrible.
That was the worst fucking show ever.
Yeah, that was the worst one ever.
2 hours of diabetic gaming, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You got like 8 or 10 games where you play an 8-year-old girl for whatever fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing? These fucking RTSs and shit, bro. Who gives a fuck? And sometimes it feels like these RTSs that there's more out there of them than games we fucking like.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this fucking PC game showcase, they just shown this shit, bro. Some fucking kiddie ass game and RTSs. I was like, nah, bro.
That was the worst showcase I've probably ever seen. If you want my honest opinion, I mean, because I've watched the PC showcase before, and it's never been that bad. This was horrible. This was actually absolutely horrible.
Yeah, the future of gaming was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Some games looked interesting to me. What was that one called again? I forgot.
I had them down too. You told me, and
yeah, something Relic or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, I had them down.
Xbox Showcase, that was a solid 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like they won this whole Summer Game Fest shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jeff's show. Dude, actually, in my opinion, if you don't get Rockstar or CG Project Rect or someone to show a game off on your stage, don't fucking bother.
Yep.
Like seriously, this was some dog shit.
Yeah.
And anyone that paid for this shit should go to Jeff and tell him to pay them
Yeah,
back.
give it back.
Bro.
Yeah, give me 10%
Yeah, like-
interest for pain and suffering.
Yeah, for the fucking travel there.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn.
Yep. Fully agree.
Ubisoft showcase. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested in Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Now even more so
Mm-hmm.
after they shown the gameplay.
Yep.
Outlaws looked hella downgraded. Like that game does not look like the first trailer they shown
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I will admit that.
Yeah, Ubisoft is fucking known for this shit. Like they're showing you a fucking trailer and then next trailer is like, is that even the same game?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I can, yeah.
And I told you my problems with that game. Like it feels so fucking dry. Just a shooting with a fucking laser pistol and stealthing a little bit. I don't know, bro. In my opinion, there should have been more options to fight to make it more interesting. You know. Yeah. I mean, the traversal looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. Yeah, but Ubisoft gets a 6 out of me. Like, yeah, Assassin's Creed cool.
Yeah, I think
X Defiant. I felt like it was an afterthought at this showcase. Like seriously, they completely disrespected that game by just saying, "Oh, season 1 is coming. Bye bye."
No,
Like,
you're talking about Division?
No, X Defiant.
Oh, X of Fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a 1 minute and 30-second trailer about the new content that is coming. Like, they did not go into detail whatsoever. They did not even bring Mark Rubin on the stage to talk or something. But they had a lot to say about Prince of Persia for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And fucking hell, like, a DLC for a game that flopped? Wow. Great. A game that comes out 26? Wow. So awesome, Ubisoft. Can't wait. And then they did not even show us a concept or anything of Sands of Time.
Yeah.
It was literally just a title screen. That's it. Bro,
I agree.
why waste time with this shit? If you don't have nothing to show, don't announce it yet.
Well, okay. I agree with the other showings, but I'm okay because like Wolverine, when Wolverine was shown like that, I didn't mind that. It's like, okay, this is coming.
It was okay, yes, but come on. At least
I know it's a
something.
remake. I know it's a remake.
They showed something. Come on, but fucking Sense of Time, absolutely nothing. Not even the Prince of Persia himself.
Yeah.
For a second or something. Yeah. What it's gonna maybe look like.
So what you're saying is
At
that
least
you
do
didn't
that.
you didn't like the Elder Scrolls 6 reveal, is what you're saying.
No, absolutely not, bro. That shit was a fuck you from Todd Howard,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Fuck you. This game comes out sometime 2030.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I personally don't mind them, but you know what I mean. But I'm gonna be honest with you. To your point, even the Elder Scrolls 6 reveal as nothing as it was, that was even better than the Prince of Persia one because we know Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. He just officially announced it. That's it. That was just an official announcement. You know. Where the Prince of Persia, you know, nobody knew it was coming. It was a surprise announcement. Yeah, you could have had some type of cinematic.
At least, yeah. But if I was Ubisoft, I would have shown off maybe some in-engine shit, yeah, that they're working on,
Mm-hmm.
and tell us why the fuck you would remake this shit. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I think they want to throw something else out there popular until they finally figure out what they're going to do with Splinter Cell. I know there's a remake of that coming, but until they get ready to...
That'd be great. Then I can finally get into the series.
Oh, shit. All right, I think that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Ubisoft also gets a 6 from me.
Yeah, I gave him a 7, but I'm not mad at your score. I mean, I completely understand. I was not wild about anything. It's just that they finally showed better gameplay of stuff that we already knew was coming out. I mean, hell, I could say that one was the best Ubisoft showcase, but I'm not saying that's a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an Ubisoft stan, but they don't get that. They don't understand. It was mediocre. I mean, I'm not saying the Xbox.
It was
showcase
only a good. Let's be honest. It was only a good show because they had 2 games coming out this year.
Yeah, and they showed
that are big. That
Yeah.
are big.
You know, so. But
Well, I don't know. People are not so sure about Outlaws, brother. All I hear about the ones that
I'm seeing different.
that played some sections of it, they are not so sure right now about it.
You said people that have played sections of it. Well, I haven't seen that. I've seen people that heard the showcase.
Well, look at GameSpot, for example. They had a video where they talked about it and said they don't know yet if they like that shit.
Wasn't GameSpot the same ones that came out there and said they enjoyed Redfall?
No, no, not GameSpot, brother.
No, they for their. No, I mean, when it came down to the review, they didn't. But I think GameSpot came out when they were doing the initial previews. They were like, yeah, they were one of the ones. GameSpot Redfall preview. They're the ones that were like, yeah, it was good. I could be wrong. Hold on, let's see. Oh, this is the I think they were one of, don't worry. Oh, here we go. Yep, they said, I'm gonna put this out on the screen. I never liked GameSpot. No, I'm lying to you. I used to like GameSpot. I didn't. No, I'm lying again. I like some of the GameSpot reviewers, but I used to always get banned there. I couldn't stand them. Here, let's put this on the screen real quick before we get out of here. It says, get this out of the way. Don't worry. Redfall puts an unmistakably arcane spin on the looter shooter. Don't worry. Yeah.
I look at the video right now they put out for this.
Mm.
They're saying it's a big departure from what they did before.
Well, this one I'm looking at, this article I'm looking at right here.
Is that cap or is that true? Because in my opinion, that's very true.
Now,
they
is that
went
their
the completely
preview?
different route.
Is that their
Yeah.
preview? That's the preview video? The Arcade Studio, not the review, but the preview video.
No, preview, yeah.
Right here, they're saying, yeah, they're talking about it's different, but it's got a spin on it. It has that a good arcane spin on it. Yeah, right. Please.
Well, but from what we heard is with Redfall, they got very much a fucking slice of only the best part of it.
Well,
let's be real here. They got also fooled.
Nah.
They gave that motherfucker a 4 out of 10 in the end. So they
had no choice but to. Yeah, they're just not. They don't have a good eye. Like if Giant Bomb can see it for what it is, and PC Gamer can see it for what it is, and if you and I, when we saw that preview footage, we said that does not look good at all. If we can do that, that just shows you how unreliable they are.
We are not casuals, most. We are not casuals. We are different.
Oh. I think it goes beyond being casual. I just think they just don't have a good eye aiming at all. I don't trust them, and they started to turn the trend. Ever since they had a controversy years back where they were one with Nintendo and then another one where they were caught, trying to promote games that they were getting paid to promote, and they were positive about it. I don't know.
No, but what you was talking about in that preview, is pretty much what I was thinking when I saw the fucking trailer for this shit. Like, this is still as much a Ubisoft game as it gets. At its core, Like you hyped up this massive studio or whatever. But maybe after Outlaws, you might think differently.
Absolutely not. No. They are by far the most talented. I can just look at what they've done with Division 2 just recently. Just going in there and playing, even though I only got 25 minutes in there. No, Massive is definitely their most talented studio. I didn't say they were the best studio in the world. I think they're pretty damn good, and they keep chipping away at it. They're going to get there. But Massive...
I hope you're still gonna think that after Outlaws. I hope so.
Massive is pretty damn good. I get where you're coming from, because you're reminiscent of me when it comes to Souls games. Like, I generally don't like Souls games because it's just a bunch of parrying and time parrying to me, and it just hit, I think it's over glorified QTE. But again, I'm not saying I'm right. That's just my impression of it. Except there are minor exceptions. When you mix in some stuff that tantalize me, like, you know what I'm saying, the aesthetics of like a Stellar Blade, and you know what I'm saying, and some other things, like when you mix in things that grab me, I'll try it out. I think you're that type of way, because you can't relate to the Ubisoft style shooter, where Division 2, especially if you're playing it now, like you haven't touched Division 2 in years. If you play Division 2 now versus when me and you played that one time, it's a totally different game. It's like it's just so much better, and it's the game that it should have been at launch. And I get why people stepped away from it, but I just think that Ubisoft style shooter, it just doesn't do nothing for you, where it does do something for a lot of people. And if it doesn't have the elements that that cater to you, it's not going to pull you in, which is fine. I'm the same way with the Demon Souls game. That's not saying that they can't, that the games aren't good. It's not saying Demon Souls games ain't good. That's not saying that the Ubisoft style shooters aren't good. There are good examples. There are bad examples.
Doriega is telling you what the fuck it is.
He says, "Hell no, man. We do lightsabers." Nah, that's then explain. You got to explain. What was the one shooter game that they had? I forgot. Star Wars shooter game. What was you just had the guns? I don't need the lightsabers lore is so much bigger.
Wait. Are you talking about Battlefront right now?
The original Battlefront. Yeah, the original Battlefront. Like the Star Wars lore is so much bigger than
Excuse me?
the Jedi's.
What do you mean the original Battlefront?
I think the original Battlefront that came out with the OG Xbox and the PlayStation 2, the overwhelming majority of that was just shooting.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, the overwhelming. It was PvP. The overwhelming majority of that was just shooting. You didn't have a whole bunch of lightsaber play in the OG Xbox Battlefront. Most of that was just shooting. Yeah, Battlefront Classic. Yeah, not the reboot. You're thinking of the reboot. Yeah, I love Star Wars lore when it's done right. And Star Wars is so much bigger than the Jedi's all the time. Like when you look at the lore, it's bigger than the Jedi's all the time. Look at Mandalorian. That would be a great game for them to make. But if you look at the Mandalorian, that's classic shooting. That's all that is. And really, the Mandalorian is the best Star Wars entity right now at the moment. On the OG Xbox, yeah. KOTOR remake, that's a great one, yeah. That's fine. That has lightsabers, but that's not it. That's not the only one. And then wasn't there a there was a what is his name? There was a what's the assassin's name? The dude that was he was a Mandalorian too. What's his name? The bounty hunter. Yeah, there was the bounty game where there was a lot of shooting as well, where you played a character that shot. Yeah, Star Wars ain't riddled with just lightsabers. That's not all the games. They've had successful Star Wars just space shooter games. Boba Fett, thank you. Yeah, the Boba Fett game. The Boba Fett game is not a lightsaber game. He's sitting there trying to look right now.
And all of them are trash. Yeah.
No, but they did well. No, they're trash to you. We're talking objectively. We're talking about what's going to land well. And those games landed well. Are you trying to say that the old school Battlefronts
that was good? No, the Battlefronts were the best ones by far.
Oh, okay, all right.
But that was different, bro. That was very different.
How?
In a lot of ways.
How? Explain.
It was mainly a fucking multiplayer shooter, bro.
Okay.
It was not.
So explain the Boba Fett.
Not a cinematic fucking experience like Star Wars Outlaws is.
How explain the Boba Fett game? How come that did well?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro.
Yeah.
That is already an issue. If I don't know a game from Star Wars, bro, that shit was not as popular as you think.
Or what about the Star Wars aerial game where you were shooting from the starship? They did well. It just didn't do well. And I think that it was that was like
Rogue something Squadron shit.
Yeah. What about Rogue
from EA?
Squadron? Was it Rogue Squadron?
Oh, I could not give less of a fuck, bro.
That's not the discussion, though, Cold Blood. We're talking about what landed well.
Bro.
That's not the discussion. See, you're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost.
Nobody played that shit. Nobody played that shit, bro.
Listen. Now, again, I don't know if the game I'm talking about is Rogue Squadron. I can't remember. But there have been more than several Star Wars games. Squadron. I can't remember. I don't know if it was. Oh, no. I'm moving. Yeah. Okay. No, it did well. It may have been Rogue Squadron. I can't remember. That name doesn't hit with me, but it did well. Rogue Squadron at the time
did well?
it sold over 1 million copies. And
Okay.
98. Those were good sales back then. It sold over 1 million copies.
Okay, bro. If you say so.
Back in 98, yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
A Corner of Time, yeah. Look, critics and fans gave Rogue Squadron a positive reception. It sold over 1 million copies in the United States alone, and it became it became the second best-selling. Listen, it became the second best-selling game behind The Legend of Zelda: A Corner of Time when it released in December 1998.
Good job, the Star Wars. Congratulations.
Huh? Okay, it just goes along with my point.
But look, I want Ubisoft to make that cinematic masterpiece with lightsabers, bro.
And
nothing else coming.
I want Souls games. I want Souls games to be more like Stellar Blade, but the world doesn't revolve around what I want.
Bro,
the world doesn't revolve around what you want.
A lot of them right now.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying is
you get so many of those games.
I get but see, because it's not your like, for instance, I see no difference between Sekiro and I see no difference between Dead Souls. Y'all be like, well, no, but the challenge is different. It's the same old parry and QTE bullshit to me, but that's me. Because I'm not into those games and I'm not into those styles, it just all looks the same to me.
What the fuck are you talking about? What Dead Souls, brother?
The Dead Souls games. Or the Souls-like game. I don't see any from any of the Dead Souls games or Sekiro. It doesn't. It's all the same to me.
That's the next From Software masterpiece coming on, or something?
Whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. Don't try to deflect. But anyway, I'm not into those games. I don't understand there's different tiers and this one gives you more potions than that one. Someone that follows that genre understands that. No, that's why, like, you couldn't see, just like you can't see the difference. You can't see the difference between
Sekiro
a Ghost
and Dark Souls. You can see the difference immediately.
No, you can. To someone that's not, it's all the same. It's that way for you.
If you put them side by side, they're so different, bro.
No, they're not. No, they're not. It's from an overall standpoint. No, they're not. To me,
I'm not arguing with you on that.
Okay.
Bro. No.
And then just like that. Someone will say the same thing to you about Ghost Recon Breakpoint versus Division 2.
You got it messed up, brother. Sekiro
no, I don't. It doesn't matter. It's all about parrying and all the other stuff, right? I'm just now again. I'm not
Dark Souls is not about parrying.
For the note chat, I don't disagree with him, but I'm just using his logic. No, it's not. It's not different. No, it's all the same. All you're doing is parrying. All you're doing is parrying and counterattacking. It's all the same, right? Now, I'm taking that's this again. Yes. The same theory that you're using is the same theory that you use for Ghost Recon Breakpoint versus a Division 2. They are significantly different. But to someone like you that's not into that genre, they are the same. They are just shooting with guns in an open world.
No. That's where you fucked up now.
Well, hold on, the chat agrees with me.
Yeah, because they're all fucking casuals. They can play for shit, bro.
They agree with me.
All the Souls games, bro.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
No, that's where you fucked up. I said Division 2 and fucking Breakpoint have too much similarities. That is what I meant.
Okay. I say the same
thing.
What
you're saying is I literally said it's the whole fucking game the same. No,
those words never came out my mouth. Those words never came out my mouth.
It's the same, all right?
It's the same.
It's all the same. No, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar.
Okay.
Not the same.
Same context. It's the exact same context. Of course, they're not exactly the same. Of course, there's not the same characters in it.
So I understand the core gameplay is very different because one is a fucking dog shit RPG wannabe, while the other one is a fucking tactical shooter or whatever.
Okay, the Souls game and they're similar. There's parrying. There's too many similarities in them. Yes, they might be in different set pieces. One is a sci-fi, more of a sci-fi game.
If Dark Souls was only parrying, bro, it would never get so fucking popular in the first place. Trust me on that.
That's at the core of the gameplay. It's parrying and attack.
No, it's not. No,
so,
it's not.
So
parrying
what's the, so what are the similarities?
All right. In Dark Souls.
All right, let's try it this way. What are the similarities in that? What are the too many similarities in Ghost Recon Breakpoint and in Division 2?
Literally being third-person cover shooters.
Okay. I mean, Breakpoint isn't a cover shooter, but okay.
And both of them are pretty much graphically in the same ballpark.
No, they're not.
Like
but,
literally,
no.
If you put somewhere Breakpoint and then put a Division somewhere at random,
no,
someone that doesn't know better wouldn't tell the difference.
Okay. You know what? All right, let me stop playing you. The things that you just said are understandable for someone that's not in the genre. All right, because I can sit there and point to a million things visually that, and I know the chat for the chat will agree with this because they play those games. They lack similarity visually, but I agree with you that if you don't play those games, you're not going to notice the differences. So the same applies to these Souls-like games when it comes to to Demon Souls or Death, whatever the hell it is, and Sekiro. Someone that doesn't play those games,
that's what I'm saying.
Not going to notice the differences.
The whole time.
But
that's what I'm saying the whole time, bro. You're talking shit like you know something.
What I'm telling you is that just because you are not into the genre doesn't make the games bad. You were arguing that the games aren't good. I said, no, you're just not into the genre. Just like me not being into the Demon Souls or the Souls-like genre doesn't make it bad.
Make it interesting, bro.
But
then
interesting is subjective. What do you mean? Like, to me, nothing's interesting about Demon Souls. Nothing is interesting about. It's not interesting to you because you're not in the genre. What is
to go around?
What's interesting
with
about Demon Souls?
Pistol?
What's interesting about Demon Souls? Tell me,
bro. First of all,
what's it? Demon Souls just answer the question.
Look, Demon Souls started this whole shit. Yeah.
What is interesting about it?
That was the challenge back then. That was the interesting part. Because ain't no fucking way any fucking casual could beat that game. No way in hell.
Okay.
That's why that was interesting back then.
Mm-hmm.
Then with Dark Souls 1, they put a lot of effort into making this indirect storytelling interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, bro, I love these fucking games.
Okay. All right. You're into it. Okay, so you into it. All right. So, and I've put several hours into it because what happened? I think that the games were part of Xbox or something that happened where the games were part of Xbox Live.
We're just gonna make you play Sekiro on a fucking following Friday, bro.
So, what I'm saying is, all that you just said means jack squat to me. It means jack squat to a lot of gamers. It don't matter. The setting and the gameplay style is just.
The point was, you said it's all about pairing, and I say you're fucking lying because you have no idea.
No. I'm not lying. That is my perception. I was arguing. What I was doing was mimicking you.
I correct your lie.
No. I wasn't lying. I was just mimicking
unknowingly.
you.
Unknowingly lie. Okay.
No, I wasn't unknowingly lying.
Yes.
I was
You
no, this is what I was
lying
doing,
about
Cold
the
Blood.
game.
I was mimicking you because I was generalizing. I don't know nothing about the Souls game and what it entails to even talk about it. But I was generalizing like you. I was mimicking
I
you.
know Division and
how you
Breakpoint.
generalize.
I played both of them.
You know,
I don't generalize.
Yes, you did generalize.
I tell you what it is.
I told you what it is. With your general, if I'm lying, you're lying. You just said that they're visually the same. No, they
Very
are
similar.
not. Let's do a poll.
Very similar.
We will do a poll.
Oh
We will do a
God. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, do it.
Let's do it.
It's the same fucking shit, bro. You play a
Start a
soldier,
poll.
brother.
Which game?
Just that the one soldier can be looking like a fucking clown, while
Which
the other
games
one is still
are
gonna look like an actual soldier.
The most.
That's the difference.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But the Ubisoft style did not change much in the PS4 era.
Mm-hmm.
They all look about the same, bro. You ain't
in the
telling me,
Souls
bro.
games, though?
They are graphically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends which game you mean, or which you compare.
So you're trying to
If
tell
you
me
compare
that Ghost
Demon's
Recon
Souls
Wildlands graphically looks like Ghost Recon Breakpoint? That's what you're saying?
The characters, absolutely.
Okay. All
They
right.
ain't gonna look much different. Oh, you ain't using the fucking next gen update. Hell no, Doriega. You using the PS4 and Xbox One versions here. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, here goes the poll. Just want to know, which games are the most similar? Ghost Recon Breakpoint versus Division 2 or Demon Souls versus Sekiro? Go ahead and hit that. Let me know what you guys think. Again, the point that I'm making is that if you're not really into the genre, you're going to make superficial comparisons. You're going to say things are similar that aren't similar. If I'm into the genre, I will be able to notice the differences more distinctly than you.
As fucking different as it gets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. What are you talking about, brother?
Hey, we'll see. We will see.
Oh no! Now Sean comes in. I cannot believe what you're saying. Division 2 best game ever.
Look, to you, they are different. And I'm not denying that they're different because you know more about the game. But I know more about Ghost. Like when we did the Foamy Friday where you play Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I tried to tell you that it's tactical. You can't just run and gun like you did in Wildlands. You can't play Breakpoint like you did Wildlands. And even on that beginning segment where you got your ass handed to you and I told you was going to do that. And I said, if you played the rest of the game like this, you would never go anywhere. Yeah, and you didn't believe me. That's why, because I have more experience with these type of games. I get why you don't like them. That's fine. But just because you don't like them doesn't mean that there's not a swath of gamers that don't like them and don't see the differences, because there are differences.
Yes, but not in the character designs, bro.
Bro.
What? How the fuck did you go back to the old point, brother? I told you, yes, Breakpoint and Division are, if it comes to the gameplay core, are different. Yes, sure. Still, both are fucking shooters where you can go into cover. And
You can't go.
they don't look much different. They don't look much different.
Okay. So you're telling me with the visual aesthetics and the way that the characters are designed in two totally different engines
Not
that they
much
look the
different,
same?
no,
Okay.
because it's Ubisoft, bro. They
No,
don't know.
It's two totally different it's two totally different engines.
Whatever.
Nobody that worked on Ghost Recon Breakpoint assisted in Division 2 at all, except for Red Storm, who did the port to Stadia. That's it. They do not look the same. They may look the same to you because they're all in military gear, but that's from a superficial level that you're looking at it.
No.
Hold on.
Aesthetically, it's also very much similar.
Souls games are boring as hell. Division 2, same as Destiny 2, says he said doo-doo soup. He said only difference is one got a next gen update. Division 2 is doo-doo soup. I'm in that genre. Why are you trying to get your kickback on me because of what I said about
Division 2 is dog shit. Yeah, he's right.
Because of what I said about Destiny. Come on. Oh, shoot. All right. So, here is. Oh, Lord Jesus. Gosh. Happy.
If no one else is gonna vote, then I am right. Yes.
I'm gonna do that. We are going to do this, man. Oh, come on.
Okay. Yeah. You still cooking, brother?
Oh no, my PC is running slow. Bear with me. Bear with me.
His PC is running slow all of a sudden.
You can see me where I'm trying to move the damn thing. It ain't even. More time.
Oh, Doriega, he's so gonna play Sekiro, bro. We're gonna make a whole ass series out of it.
This is wild.
What's up? Yeah, you still
Here
got
we go.
8 minutes, brother.
All
Before
right,
we
here
have
we
to
go.
close
Here,
this, all right?
It's right here. Okay, so
Okay.
we're looking at this character design, and we're looking at that character design, and you are saying they are similar? They look similar.
Okay, so this is Division, okay, and who else?
Okay, that's Division that goes week on Breakpoint. They look similar.
Well, go to the character creator for Breakpoint.
This is the character creator. This is it for Breakpoint. That is the character creator. That's how it starts off. That is the character creator.
Okay,
for
then
Breakpoint.
and Division 2. See, I can even tell the difference, bro.
You can't tell the difference because you don't know the game. That's the only reason why you couldn't tell the difference.
No, I know
that is
both
the
games,
only
and I
reason why you
couldn't
couldn't
tell
tell
you
the
the
difference.
difference. Even the UI looked like fucking Division, bro. What
Look at
are we talking?
What are we doing here? He's trying to say that this looks like the same aesthetics as that. Stop. What are we doing here? Come on now. The art design, it's not vastly different. They don't look like Dragon Age characters, but it's worlds different. They do not look the same.
It's not.
Oh my God.
It's just different lighting. This is different lighting, brother.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Boss, I'm questioning your ability to.
The hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. How hair. It's detailed. How here it's just like strawy and say there's different techniques, visual techniques being used. It's not just lighting. Look at that. Looks worlds different. Look at that. It's so different. You didn't
I
even
don't know what the fuck you see that
didn't
is
even
so
know
fucking
that this
different.
was the. You didn't even know this was the creator. That's how different it is. Stop it, bro. Again, now when I say worlds different, maybe that because this is going for an aim of photorealism, right? So of course one's not cartoony,
And it fails, yes.
and the other one is
because
it is not cartoony
yes.
versus a photorealistic. What's it called?
Bro.
But they
Bro.
are significantly different. Significantly
No, they're
different.
not.
One is way more detailed than the other.
Go in game, bro. Go in game. Go in game somewhere where they show the fucking face, and tell me again it's gonna look the same.
Oh, that's the character creator. It's hard to see the face of them in game because. Oh no, you want an NPC? You want to compare NPCs? Is that what you want to do? You want to you want to go? You want to make this worse on you?
Just go somewhere where it actually is in game and not the fucking character creator.
Well, you're not gonna. You talking about for the character yourself? You're always it's in third person view.
Well, something that we can compare side by side, because this is right now very much some trickery with the lighting.
Oh my God! It ain't no damn.
Yes, it is.
Ain't
yes,
no trickery, bro. It's just
yes, it is.
Look, the angle.
It looks much worse in the game.
The character,
so much worse.
the designs of the characters are different. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is more detailed. There's different, detail and stuff that they're using and technology that they're using, but Division 2 is more flossy. It's more glossy. And you want to judge from the
different.
back.
Why? Okay. Why do you show me this picture, brother? You can almost see the fucking face. It's so dark in there.
Okay.
Now bring it somewhere where it's just light, and then we're gonna see. No, because it looks too similar, huh?
No,
that gotta find
statue.
somewhere else.
No,
gotta find somewhere else.
Nope, stop it. you wish
they didn't
it
find
was a
somewhere else.
Oh, nope, got you right here. I got you right here. Now, 'cause I was looking at something, I was like, nah, that's a statue. All right, there goes one right there. Now we're going to look at a character. Oh shoot. Go look at a character.
Oh, and that looks fucking different, bro. Already, this fucking picture alone looks so much different. It's not even close to the details you showed me before, brother. That fucking picture alone shows me. Oh, is that Division? Oh no, it's Breakpoint.
Here we go.
They are so similar, bro.
Should I do it
you
to
don't
him,
want to
though?
accept that.
Should I do it to him?
Go.
No. I go.
Go ahead. Come on.
No,
show me the vastly difference.
Okay. Here we go. We light on it. This dude is crazy. He will double down on his crazy antics no matter what. I got to give it to him. There's a lot of dedication. Okay, let's do that. Oh, God. You're saying that this looks like that? That looks like that. This is NPCs. This looks like that? Let me get a more clear picture for you. Because to be fair, I want to do a King Thrash.
Nah, you're not doing what I'm asking you to do, bro. Just the main character from both games.
There is no
Competitive
main
in-game.
character, God damn it! And then the visuals are all or 99% of the time from the back.
God. Okay, stop the stream, bro. Yeah, you're embarrassing yourself
whatever.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're embarrassing yourself.
So here we
right
go.
now.
So here we go. That is an in-game character for Division 2 right there. You're trying to tell me that looks exactly like this?
What the fuck is this concept art picture? What are we doing?
This
here?
is not concept art. This is an in-game shot.
No, it's not.
Oh my God! Stop, bro, stop.
This
That is not.
bro.
You want to see concept art? I'll show you concept art. I will show you concept art.
Yo, what the fuck is he talking about? How is that a picture from Division 2? I mean, yes, it is Division 2, but it's not in game, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna show you concept.
I hope Ted loves this entertainment right now. Oh shit, you're losing, man. You fucking lost. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
This right here is concept art. You want to see more concept art? I'll show you more that's concept art. This is a snapshot from within the game that I just showed you. That's in the game. This is within the game. That is not concept art. That is within the game. You don't play the game, so you don't know. Now, I will show you. Here goes another one. Hold on.
What shot is that? Is that a fucking cutscene, bro? What are you talking about, brother? I want in-game. In-game, not cutscene. What are you doing here, bro? What are you trying to prove to me? I'm saying, if you look at the gameplay characters,
Bruh,
they look so fucking similar. You could literally say, "Oh, this is Division 2," but you don't know that.
Hold on.
You would not know that, bro.
Hold on.
Unless you know what the fuck you're playing right now.
There you go. In game right there. This looks like that. This looks like that. In game right there. What are you doing, bro? Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That second fucking picture. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So it's wrong.
The first one.
No, the first one is when they do their cutscene. Again, you don't know the game enough. They don't sit there and elevate their cutscenes all like that. When they do their cutscenes in Division 2, they look just like in the game. In some cases, even the more recent ones in the more recent seasons, they look even worse.
God.
They look even worse than the game. But look right here. Okay, this is a character standing in the game versus this right here. Is that the same? Is that the same?
Can you please provide to me some fucking screenshot from an in-game footage
my God.
of both games?
Okay.
Just in-game. Someone making a fucking screenshot and put them side by side. Is that so hard to ask, bro? Why do you have to put some promotional bullshit there where I can even see the details
when he wasn't
at
saying
all,
nothing
bro?
before, it's promotional BS.
Details.
Okay, all right. Okay, no, I got you, brother. I got you.
You can see the details,
I got you,
even,
brother.
bro.
Don't even worry about it. I got you.
And it's actually not fair because your fucking stream is very much
I got you, brother.
not showing the details.
I got you. Oh, I
But
got
whatever. Yeah. Come on, you got me. Yeah.
you.
Show me Division 2 in game.
This is Division 2 in game. What are you talking about? These are characters. This is how they look in the game. This is a character standing in the game.
Ah.
What are you? Come on, man, stop. That's how they look in the game. What are you talking about? This dude is crazy. He's trying to he's trying to deflect like crazy. That is a character in the game. That's how they look in the game, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
They look hella similar, ain't they?
No, they don't. They don't look similar at all. This looks
Yes,
like
they
this.
do.
Oh my God.
Yes, they
so
do, bro.
If that's similar to you,
yes,
then I am doubling down on Sekiro and Demon Souls looking exactly the same. That is crazy.
Absolutely not.
The style. Look,
Demon.
Bro,
Demon Souls. It's a PS3 game, brother.
In Ghost Recon Breakpoint is years apart from this. There's a way more detail in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. What are you talking about?
It still looks fucking
the visuals
same,
are significantly flatter here.
There's no. Oh my God.
What are you talking
about? You don't
about?
get it, bro.
No, you don't get it,
bro.
No, you double down on something that is not factually true.
You don't
because
get
you
it.
have to prove a point, and you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
I'm right.
The Division 2 and
people are
Breakpoint
agreeing with me.
No, they're not.
The people are agreeing with me. Yes, they are.
Oh, you got you got 3 votes to 2.
So
we don't even have all 8 people that are watching this. Please vote.
No, the people agree with me, bro.
You got 3 votes to 2.
Aesthetically, both Division and Breakpoint look the same.
No, they
end of the story.
No.
Demon Souls and Sekiro ain't looking nothing like one another.
Okay.
Not even in the gameplay part, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh my God, bro. You are the one not playing those games. I play both Division and Breakpoint.
You don't even know that this is in-game footage. What are you talking about? You sitting there talking about stop showing promotion. This is in-game footage.
They look the same. This,
no,
bro, you literally can't see shit.
Did you not say that it would show you in-game footage? And I just had to stop.
You literally can't see shit with this picture, brother.
Oh, stop it. Now you can't see shit with it. Stop. Just admit that you got it wrong, brother.
Similar as it gets to fucking Breakpoint.
No.
Yes.
Just to prove my point, I found 2 videos.
Fucking aesthetic, bro.
I got
they
you
ain't
right
changing
here.
No matter what game you're playing.
You right here. I got
all
you right
these
here.
Tom Clancy shit, bro. They look so similar. Besides feet,
right here. Don't worry about it.
I got you too. I got you too. Yeah.
I got you right here. The character movements, the detail, they don't even run the same. Look at this. Okay. Stop it right there. So let's get some Division 2 gameplay up here. They don't even move the same. The camera angles are different. There's so many integral things that are different between Division 2. The Division 2's visuals are just flatter. I'm gonna go to my gameplay. Let me go to my channel. What channel?
I just look at fucking gameplay where he goes from Division 2 to fucking Breakpoint. And if I did that, knew he was going between the both, I would think this is Division.
We'll be the judge of that. We're not taking your word for it. We don't believe you. We'll be the judge of that.
The big difference in both of them is in the core gameplay, not the look of it.
Okay, all right.
There is not such a big difference in the look of it.
I got you.
At all.
I got you. I got you. I hear you, man.
But now he's gonna Now you're gonna be some phony and just think I give a fuck about.
I'm just going through. I'm going through my gameplay here.
You're losing, bro. People are saying that shit looks so different, brother.
Okay. One person over 3 people to 2?
No,
people
it's
are
2.
saying
Now it's
a
2.
person.
Now it's 2. Now it's 2. Now it's 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, he is not getting it. I mean, chat. Is he not getting what I tried to explain to him? Is my English that bad, bro?
No.
Like, if you've played Division 2 and then play Breakpoint, you think you play the same game until you actually get to the core gameplay of it, where they're very different, yes. But the looks of it and the aesthetics of it are so similar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm telling you. That you wouldn't feel much of a difference.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't feel much of a difference. Oh, remember that he said you wouldn't feel much of a difference.
That's what I always said. Not even once did I say it differently.
He got a.
They are so hella similar, bro. We could argue all day about this, bro. I have no problem with it.
I have no problem either. We're gonna pull this up. So it is apparent that you just try to double down on something that's insane, but I give you credit for gotta double down.
I won the people's vote, so hey, I'm right anyway. So what the fuck? Go ahead, try to prove something. Oh, now it's even more people that agree with me. Stop the stream now. You're embarrassing yourself, bro.
Where is the goddamn?
Oh, I love this shit right now.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay.
See how he sounds so defeated now.
No, I'm trying to find footage where they're showing the face, and these mofos.
Yeah, Sean, I did not expect you to know the difference.
All right. Move the goddamn what's it called?
Oh, you're so gonna play Sekiro. Oh, you sealed your fate now.
Oh, come on.
Yes, Sean, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Finally you agree with me, bro. Oh my god.
Agree with you.
Sean. Finally, brother. Oh my god. It took me so long to convince you motherfuckers.
You know what? That's perfect. I am so glad that he agrees with you right now, because this is where anybody that wanted to jump on that ledge and try to agree with you, this is where y'all gonna get spanked right here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You're trying to tell me that that character design and how they are drawn and what they look exactly looks exactly like that. That's absurd. That is absurd. No, there are no similarities at all. Division 2 is so flat. It looks so much dated compared to this. There is no similarities. Stop it.
Even the stance is so similar, bro.
No. Oh, the stance is so similar? Let's do this. Let's Let's play it.
Even the stance. Even the stance is so similar.
All right. we go.
Okay.
What is-
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Character design does not change visually whatsoever.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, so every the stance is completely the same. Everything is the same. Go ahead. Where's it gonna run off? Look, okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
What are you
Okay,
trying
so that's
to prove?
that's the character movement right there. There you go. Everything's the same. You got to excuse my computer because okay, so everything's the same, right? Okay, the character movement, how it's panned, all that stuff is all the same, even though they don't look the same visually. But okay, we're gonna rock with that. All right.
Sean, I don't know what the fuck he's arguing here, bro. Like,
let's go. All right.
I never argue with him on the fucking environments or some shit.
Stop. I didn't say environments. I said how
that's
it's
what you're
panned,
showing me right
and I
now.
said the movements. I said the movements. So he's running the same like him. The movements are the same. That looks the same.
Yeah, totally. How you lies on the fucking ground, right?
Hold on. That foot movement looks exactly like this. That foot movement looks exactly like this. Is that what we're doing right now? Come on, bro. Thank you. I'm sorry it took me so long. As you can see, my computers. As you can see,
like I said,
like
the
even when he
animations
slows
might
down
be
and he's
different.
jogging. Even
the
like when he
animations
slows down
might
and
be
he's
different,
jogging.
but no,
Stop,
look,
no, you just said there's no difference.
No.
You said there's no difference. You just said
Dude,
there's no
I said
difference. You said it's
when you
exactly
had
the same.
Stance,
You
when
said
you had the
it's
stance,
exactly the
yes.
same.
Absolutely.
You, out of your own words, you said it was exactly the same. Anybody
Yes.
that wanted to cap with you for whatever
Yes, it was the
goofy
same.
reason, that was it. You
Oh
just, but then
my
you just said
God.
it. You just said it isn't the same.
Boss,
Which one is it? Is it the
Stop.
same or is it
Stop.
not the same?
Stop.
Which one is it? Is it the same or not the same? You just said I didn't say it was the same.
Oh my God. Okay.
Which one is it?
Nah.
So that
I'm not-
running was the same.
This is too dumb now. No, this is really too dumb.
That running's the same as this.
No. Oh my
Okay,
God.
but-
What
Okay,
was it about the
character
running?
movements
No.
are the same. That fidelity looks the same. They're third person over the shoulder shooters. Like I can sit there and make the comparison that there's similarities in SOCOM. I can say that there's similarities in SOCOM and similarities in Conflict Desert Storm. Those doesn't make them the same looking game. You're in the you're a soldier
but really,
fighting.
They are not so different, bro.
Okay,
They are so
all right,
fucking similar,
they're
and
very
this is
similar?
a problem of Ubisoft.
Okay, so
All their
if
games
they're-
look very similar.
And again, all of the Souls games look very similar. The ones that you like, the Demon Souls games,
Dark
or
Souls
even
1 through 3. Yes.
even
Dark Souls 1
Sekiro.
for free.
Well, no,
yes.
I'm not talking about the sequels because sequels are going to look the same. I'm talking about Demon Souls versus Sekiro.
No,
They look the same.
No,
They look the same.
absolutely not.
The
Different
only,
art style.
The
Different,
only. Let me ask you a
completely
question.
different
Let me
gameplay.
ask you a question.
Bro.
Does Conflict Desert Storm and SOCOM look the same?
What?
Does Conflict Desert Storm and SOCOM look the same?
I have no idea. Never played one of them.
Does Ghost Recon and SOCOM look the same?
I have no idea. I never played SOCOM.
You
Couldn't
never
tell
played
you.
SOCOM. Okay.
No.
Let's see here. What's a third person military shooter?
Fucking PUBG.
Okay. Does PUBG and Ghost Recon look the same?
No, because PUBG ain't had the fucking money this game had. No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
what's the difference between PUBG and Ghost Recon?
The difference is budget, brother. A lot of budget.
No. What looks so
Immediately.
different? We're talking about looks. What looks so different in Ghost Recon versus SOCOM. I mean, not SOCOM. Ghost Recon versus PUBG. What looks so different? What makes them look different?
Dude, everything. Literally everything.
Give me some examples.
First of all, the camera.
Okay. Camera's
It's
different
much more back on PUBG.
Okay.
Than it is
much
here.
more back on PUBG. Okay. So the camera here.
Visually, completely.
Okay. Do you notice the difference in the Do you notice the difference in the camera here versus there? Oh, there's no difference.
Not much.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Far less than PUBG.
But you said they are the same.
Far less.
Now you're saying not much. Okay. All right. So what else looks different in PUBG?
Dude, I was talking about the characters. You made it about everything else.
I showed you the characters. Look, you can look at this character.
So similar,
look
bro.
at this.
You could.
I am showing you the character.
Yeah. So
look at this character's design. Look at the level of detail on this character versus the level of detail on Ghost Recon.
If you give me a random ass picture and tell me this is
you asked for in-game footage.
I would not know the difference.
I'm literally showing you in-game footage. There's no more pictures. What is does this look the same as that's on the screen right now?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it looks the same. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes.
And what looks and you're saying what's so different about Ghost Recon? I mean, not Ghost Recon Breakpoint. What's so different about PUBG to where it looks different? Where the characters look different? How did the characters look different?
Bro, because PUBG is a flat ass game, bro. Like seriously flat ass. And it can run on a fucking mobile phone. This shit can't. At least not natively.
So you're saying that the difference between the two is that Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2 are not as flat as PUBG. PUBG is significantly flatter, and PUBG can run on the phone. So do you realize that Division 2 Resurgence, that is damn well 1v1 identical to Division 1 in how it looks, is flat enough to where it can run on the phone? That's the Division's version of the game that's running on the phone. Did you know that?
Are we talking about Division 1?
Well, no, not Division 1, Division 2. Resurgence is using Division 2. And it's running on the phone.
It's not. It's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
So remember that chat. He said that it's not. But we're focusing on the look. So what is it using then?
What do you mean? What is it using? A fucking phone?
No, it's running on the phone.
Yeah, it looks like
but
a
you're saying
it's
not using the Division 2 assets at all. Is that what you're saying? It's not using the Division 2 assets. Even though this look at
fucking hell, at what quality?
You can look at the character. Okay, all right. You can look at the character, and you're saying that they don't bump down PUBG at all for the phone natively. So what you're saying right here is that this character layout right here for Division 2, this is year 6, by the way. So this is actually filmed 3 hours ago. It doesn't look flatter than this. Come on, man. And I'm talking about the character. I just want to make sure I'm understanding you right. That looks is exactly detailed as this.
Same shit.
Okay.
I'm not arguing with you anymore,
Case
bro.
closed.
I won. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Absolutely.
Case closed.
Yes. Because Demon Souls and Sekiro ain't looking the same. Not even close, brother. Not even close. When you play both of those, they are fucking different. With Division, bro, it takes a while to understand the difference.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It takes a while to understand the difference. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm.
You need at least, as a new player, you need at least half an hour to understand the difference. With Sekiro and Demon Souls, it's immediate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's, you know what? That's more than fair. So, before we go, I just want to make sure that I'm understanding everything correctly. Alone.
Yeah, that I won. That I won the
debate. Oh, you won the poll, but they, you know what? There is no lying. You won the poll, but guess what?
The poll that you created and wanted to be as fair as possible, right?
There is no denying that you won the poll, but
and that is all that matters. The people spoke. Hear the Kappa.
Okay. But before we go, just want to make sure that you understand this.
Okay, yeah.
And then that this chat understands this.
Me too.
Hey, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You have to excuse me. Everything is right.
Sean, thank you. Yes. You will never learn it, Sean.
Here's what I want everybody to understand. Everybody that voted yes, this is what I want y'all to understand. Very much so. These are the two images that I had on the screen. Now we got them up at the same time. This image on the top is a character image actually from today. This one is from a few years ago.
This does not help your case whatsoever.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Sean,
I want everybody to know that when the fact that y'all cap for this dude, the fact that y'all cap for this dude, and this is what looks the same.
I swear, Sean, tell him
even
he's
even from the back, you can see the level of detail. You can see how much flatter Division 2 is. Even in the running that I showed you, they don't even run the same. The only similarity is that it's a military shooter, so they're wearing military gear. It's third person, and they have guns. If that's the case, then every military shooter looks the same. PUBG looks the same as these games. This looks the game. PUBG looks the same as SOCOM. If that's it.
If I had a camera right now, they would see me just sitting there and my fucking eyes wide fucking open right now. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Bruh. This does not look.
This does not help you whatsoever.
Yes, it does. Because you said the reason why PUBG don't look the same is because it's so much flatter. This looks like a last gen game. This looks even more current gen than this one does.
Yes.
And this came out. That's because PUBG of the arts.
It's even more is different. PUBG is even more a mobile game than these two will ever be. Okay, you understand me, right?
But just because Division 2 might have a little bit more fidelity than PUBG, it's still far off from Ghost Recon. So what are you talking about? You're saying these are exactly the same. That is absurd. The fidelity is way flatter than that, even if PUBG is way flatter than both of them. Both can still be true. Your point has been disproven. It don't matter who voted with you. I wanted people to see that when they said yes, this is what they voted for. The fidelity is completely
it looks fucking
different.
similar. No, it's fucking similar.
No. You said they were the same.
It's painfully similar.
And when I asked you if Division 2 was flatter than this, you said no. Stop it. Now first it went from I just said they were similar. Now I said they're the same. Now you're going back to similar. Which one is it, Cold Blood? You got on me because I said the other ones were the same when I was marking you, and I didn't use the word similar. You're going back from similar, same,
whatever,
and similar.
bro.
Which one is it?
No, you're just making up shit. Like,
No.
See, Sean is saying what is fucking true, bro.
No,
like, you used the wrong game here.
No, I did not use the wrong game. The game is right here in front of us.
Look. If you said
Sean.
Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, I would not even try to argue with you.
Are you telling me that the fidelity in Division 2 in this snapshot that I just showed you is the same as the fidelity?
I guess my English is fucking bad as hell.
He can answer his own question. Are you saying that the fidelity is the same? Is that what you're saying, Sean? Because you said he got me.
No.
How is the fidelity the same?
Oh.
No, the poll, he got the poll. He got the poll because people voted with him, but men lie, women lie. My eyes don't lie. This right here
the stream,
shows
bro.
the fidelity.
The chat is against you, bro. End the stream and try again next time, bro.
Sean,
this
all
did not
I'm
work
asking
for you.
I'm asking you. I gave him the poll. I'm asking you. Does the fidelity in Division 2 look the same as Ghost Recon Breakpoint? He said, read my comment. Which comment? He said, visually Division 2. He said, Demon Souls and Sekiro. Visually Division 2 and Breakpoint. It's a bigger visual difference. No. Here's the point that I was making at the very beginning of this. I was again at the beginning. I was mocking him because he was like, they are similar, they are the same. And I said, anybody that looks at
started the bullshit with Sekiro and fucking Demon Souls. Bro.
I said that people can look at these games and feel like that they are the same. That all the Demon Souls and Sekiro are the same, right? And I said I was mocking him. Did I not say that I do agree with him? But he was generalizing, where I was like, I was trying to generalize like him and say, well, Sekiro and everything is the same too. If you're trying to say Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint look the same. They don't look the same. Sekiro, even if Sekiro and Demon Souls have a wider scale where they look different in certain areas, it's still not the same regardless. Things are going to be a little bit more intense than others in any scenario. But the point I was trying to make is when you're not familiar with a genre, you generalize. He doubled down and generalized on how it looks, and I said they don't look the same, and I'm showing you right here. Just like Sekiro and Demon Souls don't look the same. But when you generalize and you double down on it, it shows right here in the pictures. So yeah, they don't match. He said the poll. No, he has the poll because whoever in the poll said that that Ghost Recon Breakpoint versus Division 2 looks similar to Demon Souls versus Sekiro. That's fine. He has the poll.
This is all recorded, right?
I'm admitting that I gave him the
reference.
poll.
For future reference,
But the point of the matter is that he doubled down.
Yes.
He doubled down on the fact that he said that Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2 look the same. You can't even argue that they are similar because when you look at the two, one is way more detailed. The movement is different. It ain't even got nothing to do. And we were talking about characters. The movement is different. The level of detail is different. The drawing style of how they're created is different. I showed you in the character creators, they look even different in the character creators. So they're not the same.
Boss, give it up now. Ain't nobody on your side.
Yeah, you can have the poll. The poll is fine. I just put the poll up there, and like Sean said, I will agree with Sean.
This is the only thing that matters here. People told you, nah, you're the one tweaking you right now, brother.
No. I put the poll up there, and to Sean's point, the way that it was worded wasn't the best way to match the argument that we were making in the thing. I said which one looks the most similar: Ghost Recon Breakpoint versus Division 2 and Demon's Souls versus
exactly.
Sekiro. Yeah, okay,
Ghost
that's
Recon
fine.
and Division
because
similar.
Yeah, because
fuck.
No. Because that's not just because they voted that Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2 look more similar than Demon's Souls and Sekiro. When you think about it, Sekiro is old school Japan style, where the Demon's Souls is a knight. So yeah, of course, if you're looking at it character from character, and I was worded wrong, but that wasn't the debate. The debate was
the one. It's not the Souls game, bro. You're still talking about it like it's a Souls game.
It doesn't matter, because the point that I was trying to make is somebody that plays the games is going to understand and not make those superficial similarities that would be made with the Souls game. There's a lot of people that don't play Souls game and consider Sekiro and Demon's Souls the same. It's period and all this stuff. That's the way they look at it. Those are superficial points of view. A superficial point of view, likely, on the other side of the fence, is saying that Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint have the same play style. The only thing that is same about them is that they're military shooters. That's it.
John, give up. He is. He went
they don't look the same. They don't play the same. The characters don't move the same. No, he don't tell. Sean can speak for himself. He said he counts it as a Souls game, and that's the point that I'm trying to make: is that people that generally don't play this game
good job, Sean.
count it as a Souls games.
I was thinking you finally became sane, but now you're fucking insane again.
Now he's insane. Now, Sean, you're insane. I'm insane. I gave him the poll, and I said you're right. The way that the poll is worded, he was going to win the poll, because we're talking about characters. There's a lot more variety in those characters, because we're talking about one that's from feudal Japan versus one that looks like a knight. Of course, yeah, I worded it wrong. But the point of the whole debate was, he's saying that there's marginal difference, hardly any difference from Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2. I am saying that people can make that same argument about Sekiro and Demon's Souls. When you look at and beyond the aesthetics, the style of play, how you're just parrying and moving around and parrying.
And that's anyone the way who played anyone who played all 4 games is gonna tell you exactly the same that I said. End of the story, bro.
No, they're not.
Yes.
Because they know Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They know Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2 are two totally different styles of military shooters.
That is the problem here. You don't get what we all been arguing with you, Paul.
No, everybody's not arguing. The poll is different from what me and you are arguing. The poll was the way that it's worded is contrasting characters. You're trying to argue that.
No, the poll is what started this shit.
No,
Absolutely.
it's not. No, it's not.
Yes.
I threw the poll up in there later. What are you talking about? The poll is when I put the poll up there. That's when you had a point to argue on.
The Demon's Souls and Sekiro shit. That's what started this whole fucking thing. We wouldn't even argue right now.
I didn't put the poll up until we were deeper into the discussion.
No, we wouldn't even argue right now. And you'd be already done with the stream.
Sean, I know. I know, you know, everybody that plays military shooters know that Ghost Recon Breakpoint and what's the name are different styles of shooters. I give them the poll because of the way that it was worded, and I'm the one that put it up there. So I'll take that L there, that yes, when we're talking about characters and you look at it visually, there's more of a visual comparison between or similarities between the two, because they're both military style shooters. But to say that there's marginal or hardly no difference between the two is crazy. That's insane. And he tried to say, and his argument was where he doubled down on it when he went from similarity to same is he tried to say that they move the same. See, what he's trying to do is he got the W for his poll. He got the W for my poll. He got the W for the poll. He's trying to double down on that and just obfuscate to that. No, the point that he was making, the overall arching point that he made, it didn't start with the poll. The overarching point that he made is that they are the same and that there might be slight, whichever one he wants to land on, there might be slight differences, but whatever one he wants to land on, that they are pretty much the same and you can't tell the difference. That's why
where's the rest of us listening to this shit? Where's it only Sean here? Come on.
We got 6 people watching.
Tell me I'm the one tweaking and I stop. Someone tell me besides fucking Sean, because I know he's gonna do that just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Someone else right now.
Sean,
tell me I'm the one tweaking.
Sean, I can agree. I can totally agree that you can say that they look similar. There are similarities because they are military shooters. I can say PUBG and Division 2 look similar.
Should stop the fucking argument, right?
No, because you're sitting there saying that now they're just on similarities on how they look. You're saying that there was hardly any difference in the gameplay and there's hardly any difference in how they look.
Never.
That's what you just said.
Not in the gameplay. Not in the gameplay. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Sean, did he not say
the core gameplay is very much
half an hour? He said it takes you a half an hour to figure out the difference between Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2. How does it take you a half an hour when one is a cover shooter and in the first half an hour, the other one you're riding vehicles? What are we doing here? Here we doing? What are we doing here?
You're watching cutscenes most of the time.
What are you're not riding a vehicle in Ghost Recon Breakpoint in the first half an hour? You did it when you played it. What are you talking about? We got the this dude is crazy. He is tweaking, but y'all afraid to tell him he's tweaking.
Come on, someone tell me and I stop.
Yes, how I worded the poll, and that's 1,000% on me, was wrong, was an L. I give him that. Absolutely. Yes. But the crux of the argument.
The stream.
No, that's what he was.
The
crux of the argument was something different that I just didn't word it correctly in the poll.
What the fuck are we doing here? Mm-hmm. That was the whole argument, and you fucked up, bro.
No. So.
You're hurting my head now, brother. With this bullshit.
Bruh. So he said this was again. I got one L to his 5,000. He said that what I'm talking about, the first 30 minutes of a cutscene when I was talking about driving vehicles. This is his gameplay that you're seeing on the screen. This is his gameplay from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. His gameplay. Not mine.
Actually, not 30 minutes. Actually, 30 minutes, like I said. This is his gameplay. I'm Nostradamus. I'm fucking Nostradamus.
No, you're not. Look at this.
Look at this. Half an hour to even start with the game.
Look, hold on. This is now he's giving himself 1,001 L's. We're 5 minutes and 15 minutes into the stream, and you still ain't played yet. Remember, because you was having problems. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Yes.
What
Look
problems?
at it. It's right there on the screen. It's right there. You weren't playing yet. Here's the look. You don't get into the opening act. The opening act starts right here at 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Stop it. We're going to continue on.
What the fuck are you talking about?
33 minutes into the game. Remember, the first 7 minutes and 39 seconds, he couldn't start the game because we were having technical difficulties. You could see it right there on the screen. Now he's driving a vehicle. This is 30 minutes within his gameplay starting.
Okay, and that's where you see the difference. Yes. Congratulations, boss. Thank you. That's where you see the difference.
Stop it.
Congratulations. Yeah, you just proved my point.
No, I did not. No,
you just proved my point. Thank you, boss.
Number one, you said it took 30 minutes. It didn't take. It didn't even take you 30. It didn't even take you 30 minutes to get to a vehicle, bro. Number two. This is a cover shooter, right? This is a cover shooter? Was you playing it like a cover shooter?
Self-inflicting fucking L's, bro.
No, it ain't. You said it takes you 30 minutes to notice the difference. 20-something minutes in, he's riding a vehicle. What is he talking about? You can see the difference in the ammo that you're picking up. And look, when you get hurt, how you're healing yourself. This is the first 7 minutes of his gameplay. Come on. What are we doing here? You see how he healed himself? Come on. Stop it.
Oh no, a healing animation. Oh no, so different now from Division. Oh my God.
Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. And just like when I drink a potion and heal myself in Sekiro, it's the same as in Demon Souls.
No, it's not.
Here he goes right here. This is the same. Here goes the cover. All this stealth that's happening in this game right now, the way that he's playing it. This is how you play Division 2? All this stuff that's happening in the game.
Sekiro has stealth too. That Dark Souls doesn't have on Demon Souls.
I said potion. I ain't talking about. I wasn't talking about stealth when it comes to the game. That's another L. Now I'm counting your L's. I was talking about Division 2.
No, I'm counting your L, bro, because you count stealth as different. So Sekiro is very much different then.
Okay, I'm not arguing that. So look at all this stealth movement that's happening here. This is how you play Division 2.
You could.
This is how you play Division 2.
From cover to cover, absolutely you could.
Cover to cover?
Yeah.
You're not. You don't snap in the cover like on Division 2. When you were playing, you didn't even use cover. You just used cover to move from item to item. But when you were shooting, you weren't using cover. Unlike Division 2, where you have to use cover, you'll get killed. Come on.
Because Breakpoint at least did not have fucking bullet sponges as enemies.
Thank you. Exactly.
But you wouldn't know that until half an hour into the game.
Bruh. You were getting headshots in the game with the pistol, which you don't do in Division 2. Why? Because Division 2 is a tactical RPG military shooter.
You can with a sniper rifle.
What you say?
You can kill some people with a sniper rifle in Division 2. Immediately in the head.
It depends on your level.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Does it depend on your level in Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Okay.
All I can say is that Luna one looks very much like Division.
Oh, this
looks
like Division. This looks like Division.
Very much. Very much so. Yeah.
We're gonna see him going to his military cover right here. Took him. It took you 30 minutes to notice the difference. Stop it. Stop it.
Where's the difference right now?
This is a good again. I told you the difference. It's
we even looting shit. We even looting shit with fucking what's it called? Levels and stuff.
You get potions and you stab enemy, you melee enemies in Sekiro, and you got a parry and dodge. It's the same. Stop it. You take the most superficial element of a game because of the genre that it's in and say, look, it's the same. They got bullets. They squeeze a trigger. Of course, it's a military shooter. But you don't approach it the same way. Just like when you try to approach
with this shit, I said aesthetically it looks similar. And I will never say anything different.
Okay.
You can show me as much footage as you want to.
No. I thought I turned it off. That's actually a good stream. Y'all need to check that out on Twitch, on the Twitch channel. No, but you went from saying there's similarities, which I agree with that aspect, but I was just mocking you and trying to just, oh no, there's no difference. But then when you say there's no difference,
for fucking saying Sekiro and Demon Souls only parry, which is absolutely not true.
Exactly. So when we're sitting there looking this from the lens of somebody that has experience with those games, when you have experience with Sekiro and Demon Souls, you know there's more to it than just parrying and all the other stuff, right? To someone like me who played a few moments of the games, didn't really give them a chance, and was like, oh, all this is about
Demon
parrying.
Souls. You only played Demon Souls for a second.
I played Demons.
Not playing the game.
No.
I at least gave Breakpoint 2 hours, bro.
There were 2 Demon Souls on Xbox, and I played both of them for like a total of like 2 or 3 hours. I just couldn't get into them. I played both of them for a total of 2 or 3 hours. They were both on Xbox Live. I told you that.
2 Demon Souls, he says. Oh my God! Xbox has exclusives that we don't even know about. God damn.
One of the Souls games, they were on Xbox Live. I played them both for about like a couple hours. Whatever remake, I can't remember the name of them, but they were both on Xbox Live, and I tried them. And I put some time in them. I'm just like, this ain't me.
That's skill issues then. That's all.
And I can say it was skill, and I can say it's skill issues. It's not preference. Listen to that. It's not preference.
And I do not want to learn Breakpoint. You know that. You forced me to play that dog shit. Forced me to play that dog shit. And I played it how I wanted to. For the 2 hours.
If they watch this stream, they can hear you talking shit. But watch, I'm going to do this, and you crashed the helicopter, and your ass got sniped twice. You died twice on the tutorial. Sean.
So?
He died twice on the tutorial.
No, not on the tutorial. No, that's bullshit.
Bruh.
I came to the open world and just started looking for something to do, bro. What are you talking about?
No. You're right. You died on the first base encounter. No. I'm sorry. Is that part of, that's still part of the tutorial.
Yeah,
what am I talking about?
Big ass base there? Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the tutorial. Yeah, that's part of that. The first base that you went to because you followed the mission, that is part of the tutorial.
Great fucking tutorial that is being explained so perfectly.
It doesn't matter. You was talking shit like you were so skilled, right?
Yeah,
you were saying that during stream.
I'm still talking shit.
And this bug got sniped. Shit. He got sniped and the helicopter blew up on his ass during that mission. I ain't never happened. I don't think, Sean, did that happen to you? I don't think that happened to you either.
No.
So it's not a skills issue.
That didn't happen. What are you talking about? I just landed with the fucking helicopter.
No, you crashed with the helicopter.
No, I did not.
Bruh.
Stop lying.
We go.
Stop lying.
Okay. All right. Holla. Here.
And the controls were ass for this helicopter, by the way.
Excuse me.
Man, did we really just argue about this shit for 2 hours? Fucking hell. You are crazy, bro. You need help. You need help. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You are obsessed with being right, bro. You need help.
No.
You need help.
No.
Absolutely, bro. Did you go to a psychiatrist once?
This dude sat here with me.
This is an obsession.
This dude sat here with me the whole 2 hours, right?
This is an obsession, bro.
This dude sat here with me the whole 2 hours. Did he not? Did he not?
Yeah,
I made a deception.
Of course, but like I said, I was doing some breaks while you was talking.
How was it crazy?
Trying to prove something, bro.
No. I was making my argument. That's all I was doing was making my argument. That's all. If it was crazy, if my argument had no merit, why did you stick around to argue it with me if it didn't have any merit? Yeah. So if I'm crazy, you're crazy.
I'm part of the show.
Yeah. If you're crazy,
so if I cannot just leave.
Yeah, whatever. If I'm crazy, you're crazier. No, I didn't back down from my point, just like you didn't back down from your point. That's all.
Well, I said end the stream because you kept on going, bro. Remember that? You did not want to end the stream, so it's your obsession, bro. Not mine.
No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't even hear you say in the stream.
You're gonna see it then in the replay.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Many times.
I didn't tell you to say. I didn't say.
I
you
said
were lying.
just end the stream multiple times. Sean, tell him.
Why is he mad? You know why he was in the stream? Because he got his little victory because of the poll, because of my poll.
No, because there was nothing to argue about, bro. Because
he
you're
wanted
stupid,
to escape
man.
from that. No,
you started arguing something completely different.
The point of the matter is that the games are not the same. There are significant difference between Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2. Just like there's significant difference between Sekiro and Demon Souls. If you don't play the genres and if you don't really play the genres deeply and you're just messing around with the games, you're not going to appreciate or see the differences at first. But as someone that's interested in the game and is into it and all that other stuff, into the gameplay style or whatever, you notice the differences. So the fact of the matter is that opposite of the poll, I did show that Division 2, even in just the character movement, is not the same. There's significant difference, and people like that genre. They like that genre of the Ghost Recon Breakpoint because it's more action based. There's people that don't like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, but like Division 2 because Division 2 is more RPG-ish. There is difference in their military, even in the military shooter type games. There's difference in them. It's just all about your preference. Just like
whatever, old man, stop the stream now. It's fucking
like
time. Dude, it's fucking 0 p.m. right now.
Just like you might like Elden
Wrap it
Ring,
up.
but you don't like. You might not like Demon Souls, where someone else on the outside I'm like, nah, I don't like those type of games. I might lump them all together. That's the point. All right, so we're gonna get out of here.
I have to wake up in 5 hours, bro.
Okay. All right, brother. Well, you guys have a great day. Thank you for being this. You can be entertained. How long was the stream? Oh, okay. All right. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
It's